Our band of adventurers have been tasked with delving deep into the bowl, the sewer and reservoir system under the city of Exeter, in order to find whatever creature has caused a recent cave-in, causing partial flooding to the bowl. While down there, you stumbled upon the gang known as the skulldiggers hideout, where the boss also made a request for you to head down to the third layer and to rescue one of her key investors, the former noble known as Miriam Rona. Through your journey into the bowl, you had stumbled upon a new companion who promptly joined you with the promise of food. You then went through the third level of the bowl, stumbling upon a tribe of kobolds who had appeared to have been relocated due to whatever creature was causing the cave-in. With their aid and a few directions, you engaged in combat with a creature that was burrowing through the ground, which you promptly, after a bit of a tricky start, killed. You then went down to the fourth layer where one of you decided to assess the situation before basically summarizing there's nothing that could be done. A interesting plan was then hatched to try and lure whatever burrowing creatures nearby that might have caused it out, resulting in a second creature being eaten by a much larger, what appeared to be an apex predator, a bullet. Through clever use of illusions and just pure brute force, you were able to slay this creature as well, before eventually finding the hidden room that contained Miriam Rona. So, we continue with you all, we'll say for the sake of brevity, that you had left the safe room and are now back in the tunnel leading to the secret room.
I'm back.
So, what do you do?
Can I just be slightly annoyed by the two princesses?
Can we punch a nut?
Can I be more than slightly annoyed?
Ladies,
Okay,
you're beautiful,
so are we
but can you
in-
both be quiet?
No. Are we all in the room where it had like the statue in the riddle?
No, so you're back into basically where the main sewer is. You're away from the secret room, which as you pull the torch out, you watch as the door
Okay.
just as the
Okay.
secret
So
door closes.
we're back where we like killed the land shark and stuff. Okay.
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
let's
Yeah.
just head back the way we've come. I mean, we've already basically
came.
Gives me like,
Are we going to be exploring this level anymore?
No, we have a squishy freaking noble with us.
I mean, if she dies, she dies, but...
I'm sorry.
to know that.
Sorry, but not everyone can be an armored giant like you.
Ballum, we can hear you sipping your coffee.
Yeah, it's really loud.
But I have no coffee.
Yeah.
Slightly
improved.
disturbing.
Oh,
But whatever
you're
the
playing
noises are, it's really loud.
I
Stop
thought it
blowing
was like a
things on
blender
my...
or something.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, so
Ow!
God damn it. I did it again, didn't I?
All right. So I guess we're taking her back up in case, she meets an untimely end down here.
In case another bullet comes out.
A raging bullet flies out of nowhere and shoots you sittingly in the head. And you realize it was all for naught.
You realize, wait, this isn't just a normal bullet. It's a giant land shark.
Anyways, your wordplay aside, I suppose I'd be grateful to get out of here myself.
I think that's something that we can agree with, Nemesis.
Secretly,
Oh god, they're agreeing more.
She really sees your shapeshifter. She's not actually the noble kid was already dead. It's probably not true though. It's not like
Oh, gee.
Is that worth an insight check to see if she's actually just a changeling?
I don't think it could succeed. The only person who knows she's not who she is would probably be Nemesis. The rest of us wouldn't know any reason, would have no reason to know why she isn't.
I mean, we could always try Evie's method.
What's that?
Smack it in the face.
Yeah,
Didn't tell
until they change back. Yeah.
I see.
No.
I say we just get her off our backs before we have two to deal with.
Excuse me? What's that
Excuse
supposed to
me?
mean?
It means, yes, you're very beautiful. However, your attitude is... How do I put this lightly? Your attitude is complete shit. Like, if you weren't noble, you would have nothing that people would want you for aside from being beautiful as a trophy wife.
Okay, 1, rude. 2, we could always just send her down to the next level. I'll personally escort her.
Well, sorry, but I'm
You all
being
disgust
truthful
me.
here.
I'm just gonna start walking off with Marion.
Alright.
I'm just gonna do the same.
We'll just start following suit.
Following the leader.
I think it's common. It's just a job. Unless we have to, sacrifice her for some reason, just take her with us. Out of character. That sounds really mean.
Okay. So, you all make your way out of the third level. So you're onto the second level now. Whereabouts are you heading on the second level?
It was the second level
To-
we ran into the
To
people,
the
right?
thing.
Let's go do this thing.
To the door where there was once a great ooze.
Finish the quest.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one that's like IAIO. Hold on, I made a note of it too.
Yeah.
Is that not where? Is that not where Old MacDonald lives?
Do. My notes are very
Really?
forward. Oh, 1AIO.
Alright, so
0. Yeah.
okay, so you make your way back to where the skulldiggers base of operation is. So you can see there is now some bricks in the hole which you guys had knocked out. They are incredibly out of place, but compared to the rest of the slightly acid-eaten wall, but they're there. So
I mean, it's a sewer. I'm sure that on a casual glance, someone will think it's wrong. Some stuff.
So, you're standing in front of a closed door. What do you do?
Can I hit it again with the hammer?
Go ahead and roll an attack.
I'm going to stand far away from this.
Okay.
This time.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and the ooze thing, 1 point off.
Yes. Yes, we need to
Yeah,
remember
we
that.
forgot that last time.
Yeah.
I got the trick. Mom, why are we attacking stuff?
Alright. So 5 points of
Because she wants
damage.
to.
Oh, so we're just randomly attacking a wall.
Yeah. So you just take
I'm just
careful
being a
aim.
bitch.
You take careful aim at the wall that has recently been repaired. You just slowly swing back and swing it in. You just watch as it clearly hasn't, like, the adhesive that keeps it together hasn't set yet, and you just watch as 4 bricks just...
I think I'm gonna get my coffee while the gnomes yell at you.
Alright, I'll kind of crouch down to the brick opening and be like, we're back.
A few seconds pass before you hear the muttering before you actually see the gnome come back. It's like, you're fucking kidding me! Ah. Could you?
I know.
Where if the ooze is back?
I know. She's kind of. I know.
Just
Nemesis
reaches
is
up
Nemesis.
and pulls on another one of the torches. You just watch it.
What? I
As it
wasn't
misses
going to knock on it with my bare hands.
You He kind of like looks over your shoulder to see Mary and says, "Miss, right, guess you want to see the boss then."
Well, I mean, we did find the person that you told us
Yeah,
to look for, so...
Just fucking get in. So you walk in,
Okay.
he closes it. He doesn't follow you this time. You just see him just start picking up the bricks that you had just smashed. You just hear him muttering. Do you speak Gnomish?
No.
No, I
do.
don't.
You do.
I do.
Yeah,
Truff, no. You hear him saying, "Fucking stuck up bitch with her stupid hair and a stupid fucking hammer." You're the only one that hears it.
And then in Gnomish, I just basically like under my breath just say to him, like see what I have to go through every day, mate.
Just starts muttering in just another language that you can't understand, or he might just be muttering. You don't know, but he's not speaking in Gnomish on the rest of it. Like he seems a bit shocked that you just speak in Gnomish. But as he is just
Are the names Pestivus?
so he's just there, just starting to try and re-repair the damage that has been done. As you follow the pathway through, you're joined by a different skulldigger this time. Human, has brown hair, has a sort of hooded cloak and such. He leads you up into the skulldigger's hideout. As you approach, however, he puts a hand forward and just beckons for Marion to go first, which she does with a smug look on her face as she appears to get preferential treatment of getting out of the shithole.
Can I try and trip her?
Wow.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh my god.
Evie, don't get. You're going to get us killed, you know.
You just watch as she goes flying to the floor.
That's a 10 dexterity check. Did she seriously fail?
I rolled a
60.
6.
Oh. I
Yay!
see. Yeah.
Did they ever teach you proper balance?
Did they ever teach you not to be a twat?
She just glares at you all and she just climbs up her now once slightly damp unit because of going through the pool of essentially sewage water. Now also has dirt clinging to it. As she climbs up to the top. Once she gets to the top, the skulldigger just looks and just goes, "Alright, in you go." And just steps back.
Yeah.
Alright, am I still leading the party?
I guess.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Just,
all...
making sure where we're at.
Yep.
You guys seem pretty mean to her.
Alright, so you climb back into the Skulldigger hideout, and you can see that Miriam is already talking with the boss. She's, just standing there talking, laughing, and as you all approach the boss, she stops talking to Miriam and says, "Ah, and the successful hunters come back? I must congratulate you. You, certainly kept her from harm, I see."
We cleared the way beforehand.
Ah, yes, the creatures that, are causing a bit of a ruckus down there, yes. Lost a few men that way, so you have my thanks, I guess.
Oh, that
Would you have actually cared if she got a couple scratches?
Oh, well, I would think that, scratches build character. Do you not think?
As long as it's not my face.
It would have been fine if it was just a head. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually gonna say that.
Well, now that you mention it, and I can't click my fingers, so you hear a click of fingers, and you watch as 3 of the skulldiggers that are flanking her just move forward and actually, roughly grab Marion and drag her forward.
What?
Yeah.
It is time for that execution.
You watch as they force her down to her knees, as Marion just says,
Kinky.
What are you? What? The boss like steps up and walks towards her and just like leans in to have a look at her. You know, I believe that we had a deal, Miss Miriam, that you would support us for as long as you remained part of nobility. Well, it
Wait.
just so
Oh, God.
happens that,
If we escorted her to her execution, that's her idiocy. She's the one who wanted to come back as well.
Yep.
it just so happens that word around the grapevine is that you no longer have
grapes.
that title.
Do they have grapes in this world?
Yes, I do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they have wine. So,
She just like slowly circles Miriam, just having a look. You know, I'm surprised you didn't also ask about the poem. It was rather important, I told you. Miriam's just in shock at this point. And here I was dragged just a dead bit of wood as they built a house where I once stood. That was the last part of the poem, remember? She just keeps walking. It's strange, you know, how similar this situation is. You came to us, you offered to invest in our, shall we say, plans. But now you have nothing, no title, no property, and you are clearly not one to get themselves dirty unless forced to. So tell me, what use do you have to the skulldiggers? Mary speaks up. I mean, I'm still part of the... You are not part of Rona anymore. So that leaves me with a
Okay,
choice.
can I... Hold on, can I step up?
You can do whatever you want.
You
Okay.
Sure.
I will step up and go towards them.
Well, that's
Oh,
not
God.
your nemesis.
As
I'm
you
doing
do, you hear the sound of like weapons being raised, and looking about, you can see several skulldiggers with crossbows raising guns to aim at you. And the boss just stops and just slowly looks at you. Do you have something to say, Miss Fallow?
She may not have anything to offer, but I do.
Go on.
I have a title and property, along with a... I will agree to help you in your endeavors for her life, since it seems that you want to kill her.
You just watch as her smile creeps upwards.
you even know what you're doing, Nemesis?
I'm saving her life. Isn't that a good quality?
It is, but you're making a deal with the devil.
I suppose
He's
you are
never
paladin,
had
so
well for
you
the
think it's-
person making them.
You are.
Good thing
Well,
I have
suppose
God
you're
on
I
my
paladin,
should
so
know
that makes
this.
sense.
It's funny that you imply that I intend to spill the blood of a even disgraced noble. That's not what we do. However,
Then what
the
are you planning on doing with her?
She continues to pace around Miriam. It is true that she now has nothing to her name, and she is completely useless to us as an asset. But one cannot deny that she has indeed aided us in the past. I'm not one to cut ties with people unless they try to do it first. So, and she moves to the front of Mary and just like slowly lifts her chin up so that she's staring eye to eye. We shall continue with the terms of our agreement that we get you out of Exeter. But know that should you renegade or try to say anything about it, we will know. She just clicks her finger again. You watch as one of the skulldiggers just like takes out a small dagger and actually grabs a bit of her hair and just cuts a large chunk of it off. before just walking off. This way
Really?
we'll know where to find you.
Okay, spell component.
So, and she looks up at you, Nemesis. Since you are so wanting to spare her life, why don't you go ahead and decide where she shall spend the rest of her days?
How about the half a Knoll slave in camp?
She slowly looks towards you and says, I said to a place of civilians, not a place where she would die. Well,
Throw her to the centaurs.
Alright,
The Underdark.
I'll look to Miriam. Do you even have anywhere to go?
she is just in complete shock.
Can I speak up?
The owl or whatever.
I mean, you guys can speak, like...
Yeah, you're free to speak up. I
We
mean, they're
can
not,
just take
they're
her.
not, they're clearly not doing anything
we'll
that
take her if you
seems
have
like
to.
they're going to be, like, the only aggression that they've shown is just they've got their weapons trained.
I don't know. I mean, I've traveled the world, but I don't know enough of your world to suggest anything. So, best I can do is you can tell me some suggestions that I would know in character.
I will send...
I may have an idea. However, you people might not like it.
I would look up more about the world. I just don't know. I just forget about where to find it.
Yeah, I'll just
See-
throw the map for you guys up here in the Discord, just so that you know. There you go.
I don't come from around these parts. However, I do believe I know somewhere where she may be safe.
Well, safety is not exactly the thing that we're looking for. Just a place to drop her off where she may be able to live a new life.
You can drop her off near by Terradon, and I can maybe have a boat arranged to take her to the city-state of Alma. It's neighboring to the one I came from.
Excuse me?
We are not going to...
We know that's part of, like, a different country, right?
Yes, you know that that is part of the
Okay.
continent of Nasa.
Alright. We can't send her to another continent.
I agree. I would rather potential risks to my business be a place a bit more easy to get to.
Alright, then. Here.
Oh, that's.
Send
So-
her to Jurahan.
The grand capital.
I will
Oh.
send a letter to
that
my
sounds-
brother of her arrival.
Wow, that sounds dangerous. Now, see, that sounds bad. What if they hear news about her?
Oh, don't worry. And she once again lifts Marion's head up. She won't say anything, will you, dear Marion? For the first time, Marion just kind of just shifts her head to the side to avert her gaze. Very well, if Jurhan is that, then we shall accommodate. She looks.
Quick check. Where are we again? What's the city?
You're in the
called?
school. You're in Exeter.
Exeter. 'Cause I've never looked
So
at the
we're
map.
we're a few days from Jurahan.
Several days.
Yeah.
It's a big city,
And
so center
Jurahan.
right.
Jurahan's where Nemesis comes from, so.
Oh, Exeter. Okay, found it.
There we go.
She's fancy city folk.
And you said
Meanwhile,
Jurhan?
I'm from the city-state of Yaren in
Jurhan,
NASA.
that thing that doesn't have an A in it?
Yeah, it's basically the big city in the middle.
The big city in the mountains next
In
to
the,
it?
kind of, yeah.
I know you.
Okay.
In the mountains. Okay.
The boss just stares a bit and looks up to you, Nemesis. Very well. Jurahan it is. She claps her hands and the skulldiggers lift up Marion and drag her away into a side room. Oh, don't worry. She will simply be kept there until nightfall. After that, she goes through the smuggling tunnels.
How do we know that you won't injure her?
She looks back to you. If I wanted to injure or kill her, I would have done it right in front of you. I wouldn't have asked you to bring her back. I would have simply said, go and kill her.
Can I do an insight check?
By all means.
Oh my god, you're so dumb, Nemesis.
Ironically, I trust her enough because it sounds dumb to have us not do anything. Though, at the
Difficult
moment.
to read.
I also
it
don't
makes sense,
care. It's
but
like she doesn't
still,
care as
we
much in
don't-
character to do anything.
We don't, like, know this person. We don't know what the fuck she's gonna do, so...
She has clearly been experienced in hiding what her intent is, but she's difficult to read.
Yeah.
Now, I believe there is the question of the reward. Well, as promised, we have no further qualms with you and your group. Your secret of who you actually are, Briar Tealeaf, is safe with us. And as a token of goodwill, and she beckons to another skulldigger who just reaches behind himself and just throws what appears to be a large bag towards you. And as it lands on the floor in front of you, you see several gold coins fall out. Since you are willing to take Miriam to safety, it seems only right that you take what she paid for us to, shall we say, leave the company of her original holders.
Alright. Do any of you take the money?
That would be splitting
much is it?
so-
Can I check where to go money?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
splitting
she,
it.
like, tossed it, so...
I'm not
Oh,
Yeah,
touching
okay.
that money.
it's in front of Nemesi's feet right now.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it.
I'm just kind of gonna sneer.
Okay, Trofnar, go do it.
I don't know if I would, because I'm getting the suspicion that we may have to fight our way out of this somehow.
Okay. Can I check how much is in there?
I don't get that sense.
If you want to grab the gold and count, then sure.
Evie
Alright.
said that she grabbed it, so...
Okay, so counting it. It's difficult to try and count it in this high pressure situation, but you know there's over 100 gold, but you'd need to like properly count it, which might take some time because there's a lot of gold in there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, none of us know math.
Well, no, it's just
I
the fact
know
that you're in a bit of a high tense situation, so you're more
No, I
focused
know
on what's
I know
going
Yeah.
on.
I-
So
have all
don't
the-
worry about the full amount, but just know it is over 100 at the very least.
Okay.
Let me just get on my scale. I can get an estimate about how much it is just by its weight.
So the boss walks back to her chair and just like puts herself on it. You watch as several skulldiggers lower their weapons again. Some of them still have it trained on you, Nemesis, but for the most part, most of them, the tension's kind of passed. So, you also said that you were willing to do some help for us. Do you stand by that, or do you wish to back out on that particular detail?
Depends on what you need.
Well, I have nothing for you
Yikes.
now, of course. No offense to you all, but you don't appear to have any experience with people smuggling, so I'll leave that to some of my men.
Okay.
I just want to be sure if you wish to continue your services to the skulldiggers. If not, then that is fine. Our business will conclude and we will simply escort you out of here.
I'll kind
Guys,
of
what do you
look
think?
to everyone else.
Working for the skulldiggers.
I don't really like getting into that underground things. This is something that you guys got into before I even joined.
I'm not dealing with another.
What is it? Since the other new guy wasn't involved with this until he joined. What does he think as well?
Yeah.
Money.
What was his name? Corrupt something?
Gray.
Ignition.
Gration. Yeah.
Money.
Like, ask the opinions of the two people who are not related to this entire thing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, I joined the tournament, and then you guys got jumped, and then you picked them up on our way back to doing this mission. Like,
I don't know. Who wants to work for a crime syndicate, guys?
and Nemesis, you're a paladin. Why do you think like you're a bit okay with it?
Money.
Nemesis isn't a lawful character.
Money.
Like,
What's your alignment again?
chaotic neutral.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I've already dealt with one criminal that's taken something substantial from me. I'm not going to give others a chance.
That's kind of stuttery.
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
for sure.
So no one wants to be involved anymore?
I do.
You do? What?
Depends. How much are they paying?
Exactly.
It depends on what exactly it is that we have you do. It could be as lucrative as the one you just did, or it could just be something small. I don't know. It depends on what comes out and if I think you're the right people for the job.
Well,
Right.
Seems like a bad idea, but I kind of want to do it.
You do?
It's more
I
work.
personally have no qualms or care about what you do.
I mean, we
As
could do with the
long
money,
as
but
Miriam is safe.
And she will be. I give my word for it.
I mean, we could do with the money, but like,
Do you guys
don't think
really
it's
not
funny.
see what? Do you guys really not see what's going on here?
Okay, we're
We-
a bunch of crazy ass individuals. Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
no.
You don't have to get involved.
Yeah, you can stay off to the side, play us a song while we do bad things.
Yeah.
By association, I'm the one who's going to be linked to you guys,
That's a phrase.
and you're basically going from us being free of this to us being drawn back in here all over again.
Why is it that Oriana continues to think, okay, I need to leave this group? It's like I have to leave my character because she just does not want to be with her. I have to make a new character just
Oh,
leaves from the group.
The boss,
Because
the
you guys
boss,
are such
clears
idiots.
the boss clears her throat. It is clear that none of you can decide, so we shall do this a simpler way. We will escort you out. You are free to do what you wish, and should you change your mind, you need only return. But keep in mind that should you return, I shall assume this is you all agreeing to take part. Does that seem fair for you all?
You sons of bitches.
I find it to be an agreeable enough statement. Or at least everyone who agrees to return shall have agreed to help you. I guess if some of us haven't come back, we just didn't agree to come help.
And that is
If
fine by me.
one of us agreed, then all of us.
Yeah, I basically just said that if some of us didn't
agreed.
show up, it's like if some of us didn't show up, we're just people who didn't agree to come help.
Alright then, it's the prisoner's dilemma. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but yeah.
I heard of it, but I
Yeah.
forgot.
It's where it's like if one confesses, then they get a reduction in a sentence, and they both get told it. So the dilemma is, well, they think the other one will, and they won't. Kind of deal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I couldn't remember the context strongly enough. Which one it meant.
But I mean, that's fine by me. Like, if we actually do need to come back or get information or something, then the door is open. And we aren't committing to a life of crime at the same time,
Now,
so.
keep in mind that information from us will come at a price. If you don't join, well, it's about trust, you know? And because of what I rolled on the perception, the boss actually looks towards you, Delson. You said you dealt with another criminal. Did you not?
I must have missed it. Must have missed that out of character.
Oh, I was saying that to Delson.
Oh.
That is none of your concern.
Oh, and here I thought that maybe I could learn about this criminal. Very well. If that's the case, then I wish for you to do one more thing, just out of safety. She once again clicks her fingers, and and 2 or 3 of the skulldiggers come out. You can see that they've got blindfolds on. They've got blindfolds like in their hands.
Oh.
Not blindfolds on, blindfolds in their hands.
Yeah, the way you phrase it sounded like they had blindfolds on.
Like,
Yeah,
No, it's lots of things in my head here, so.
yeah.
Because
Guards! No, to the left. Keep walk forward. No.
because you came through the wrong way, I must make sure that you do not see where you came in the right way.
Rather sneaky way, though.
If you wish to go back into the sewer, then fine. Then you can go back into the sewer.
Yeah, I for one do not trust getting, blindfolded.
Very
None of
well.
us do.
Nor do I want their grubby hands on me.
Very well. And the skulldiggers with the blindfolds back away. Well, the door to the sewer is there. I'm sure you'll be let out. And should you decide to come back, you know how to get to us, I assume. I do assume my message did get through to you after the blood pits.
Oh, wait, the
Loud
one with the
and
tavern.
clear. Loud and
Tavern
clear.
message I didn't take too much note of. Yeah, I think we know how to reach you again.
Yeah, to the croc.
Yep, and you have to say a certain thing, but yeah.
Yeah, we have it.
Okay.
We know the thing. Whatever the thing is, we know.
Alright, so you 2 skulldiggers come forward and just begin to sort of, not like forcefully, but just sort of start to herd you towards the trapdoor leading back to the sewers. Before you go down, you just hear the boss go, "Au revoir, Nemesis Fellow. I hope to see you again." Before you're led back, the trapdoor is slammed down as the last one goes through. You're brought back to the door, which is opened once more by the gnome. And
Are the bricks starting to be put back in place?
there are 2 bricks that are put back in place.
Can I hit it again?
The gnome is right there, but go ahead and make an attack with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Because
okay.
just because you also got the gnome right there too. 10.
Quite a disadvantage when you could have rolled a 25.
Yeah. I think that was a natural 20 on the second roll, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, critical strike. You break the entire wall into a million pieces. So.
Okay, so going by that dex check. So as you swing back, you actually, the gnome like shifts his position, just says, "Don't even, just go." And so he's essentially blocking the wall.
Fine, I'll put my hammer away.
Okay, so
Such a
so the other skulldigger that was leading you opens it as the gnome steps back. You'll quickly shoot out and it closes. You watch as the gnome is now on his side, just starting to put another brick on, just getting another like vial and just pulling some stuff onto it and just pressing down. Okay, so what do you all do?
I'm just going to head back ahead of everybody else.
I guess we were starting to walk back to the surface. I'm gonna go get my coffee then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm just.
I'm like seething with rage right now.
My mouse is about that. I think I might go get some batteries while I'm gone too.
Yeah, as am I. So yeah, both of us.
I think we're
are
seething for
angry.
different reasons.
Exactly.
Okay, So you're all heading back to the surface then?
Yes.
Right.
If we don't have anything else to do, because I mean we got the shark's head and we got the I can't remember what it's called.
The
Yep,
Umbra
you
Hold.
got the money, however much it was.
Yeah.
Counting it now, there is 600 gold in there.
Holy shit.
Baratu crab.
I
So that's-
love it.
That's 100 for each of us.
Yeah, Marion paid a lot in order to get taken in by the skulldiggers.
Are you sure we don't want to go into this line of business, you guys?
Jeez.
I'm staying out of it. If you guys want to sell your souls and end up with a knife in your back eventually, be my guest.
So you said that was what, 100 gold for everybody?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
6 of you and you got paid 600, so yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm waiting. I got my coffee, got my battery.
I, however, am not trusting smugglers, especially people smugglers that may also be in the line of people trafficking. So, if you guys want to go ahead, fine by me.
So are we discussing that who wanted to actually do it? I didn't want to do it.
Sorry, I'm just doing this in a character thing.
Yeah, it sounds like you're the one who's yelling at the rest of us. Well, the rest of the people who want to help, which seems like who actually agreed to actually help. I remember Nemesis helping, and I don't remember anyone really mentioning anything. Only me and Nelson saying we didn't.
Trotnar, Evie, and Gray.
Yeah.
So all the crazy ones.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah,
I mean, Nemesis didn't really agree to help. She was more just like,
she was fine with
if
it.
this is what we're doing, we're doing it.
Alright, so you make your way back onto the first level. So are you just going up the nearest ladder to the surface, or are you going back to the one which you had originally went down?
Unless we have an idea about going up the nearest one would be a bad idea. Like, oh, it's like
I imagine that, like, if we, like, went out from a different one where the guard didn't recognize us, we'd be, like, attacked or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you
But we have
have the
paper.
permit. You have the permit.
If I was to be honest, I think the one that we went into was probably the worst one to have went into, anyways, which was basically the underbelly.
That was the one. That was the one in the
It's
Roots
explore that
district.
side of town.
So
Alright,
wouldn't
then yeah, I
it
guess
actually
we'll
better if
go
we came
up
out of
the-
another one?
I guess we'll go up the nearest ladder, because I want to get out of here.
Okay, all right.
I want
So,
to use my ring.
so I mean, the first level is kept clean because it's just a maintenance tunnel.
Yes, but all throughout this, Nemesis has been, like, swimming in sewage and fighting land sharks and dirty.
Okay, so you make your way. It's a little bit of a walk to get to the ladder surface, but you get to the ladder. So who goes up first?
Me.
Okay.
Yes.
You watch
Shove
as
everyone
Nemesis.
out of the way.
You watch
I'll
as
just
Nemesis.
head up after her.
You watch Nemesis with a rather quick, sudden surge of like speed and almost desperation, just begin climbing up. You get to the top, and just like with the one which you went down, there is currently a gate with a guard just kind of leaning against the wall, just looking out towards the people that are walking. Looking from where you are, you appear to be near the main road where this appears to be sort of a crowd gathering.
Surprise!
Okay. I'm going to, like,
Okay,
are
back.
we,
Alright.
have they let us out yet?
He hasn't noticed you.
Okay, I'm gonna
Poke 'em.
bang on the fucking gate. Like,
Hello, friend.
let me out now!
Who are you? And what are you doing in
Let me
there?
out first, ask questions later.
Make an intimidation
Clear it up.
check.
Can I just shout out above her? We cleared out your freaking monster problem down there.
Oh.
Now you guys can go and
Whoa.
clean this
Whoa.
up.
What even?
Dropping a fuck bomb around here, okay.
He watches the guard just take his sword and just like, not obviously with an aggressive temper, just like slowly start to push it against you just to try and move you away from it. I think I'll want to see what you're doing here first.
Oh my god, I swear.
Show him the
I did
paper!
not have
Yeah,
your
I'm going to. Yeah, I'll speak up and show them the paper. We were sent down here by the Ronar family
You guys
clear
can't squeeze
out
past Nemesis.
days.
It's Nemesis basically
Yeah.
blocking the ladder.
We're
Well,
just yelling
can
from
I
below.
shout out from below her this? Can I shout out from below her? We cleared out your monster problem like the Ronar family asked. Let the giant mass of muscle go by you.
He doesn't seem to move that much. He says,
Okay, I'll scramble to get the paper out of my bag and just kind of like shove it onto the gate.
"Okay, so
Just like, I swear to God.
because keep in mind, you were swimming in sewage water.
Oh boy.
So you pull out a pulp of parchment,
Oh my God.
but as luck would
Yay.
have it, the clay seal of the Rona family is still on there.
Oh, thank God.
Just very gingerly takes it and looks, like sticks his sword in and just kind of tries to read it, but just doesn't. So he rips off the part that has the signature and just takes a look. All right. He pulls the keys and just, before he puts in, he says, "Don't shove your way through, all right?" Turns the key and just slowly opens it.
I'm gonna just charge out, honestly.
Okay. So he's just there like, "Oh, Jesus!" As he just run
I'm
out.
just going to walk. I'm going to just walk out and buy him. Like, we've had a long day, so sorry about that.
No
I'm
problem.
going to
Okay, I'm
use
back. I
my
called away for a
ring
second.
of prestidigitation.
All right. So
I gotta call
I
away
also
somebody
gave you the
for-
handout for it as well, just so you know. Nemesis should be.
Yes.
Yeah. So now you know the full details of
Wait,
it.
so we each got 100 gold. Let me-
So I've used it twice today.
Twice. Well,
Yay.
technically once, but Tearful just used it once previously.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically it's got one charge left. And he just closes the door. Once the last one goes, he closes the door and locks it before he just picks up his sword, which he had to drop because you barged through, and just like leans against the wall and just continues to look at the crowd that's gathered on the main road leading through Exeter.
So I have.
Before that,
What happened in the last couple few minutes after we got out of the sewers? I did get called away. I didn't know that.
But you've just gotten out of the sewers at this point.
Nemesis.
The party
scared
may
the shit
hate
out of
each
the
other
guard.
more.
Okay.
The party
Can
may
I
be hating
see?
each other.
Can I take a look to see what's happening at the crowd? Is that a perception check or something?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, go on then.
While he's doing this, can I give a big happy grin to the guard? And
Okay,
go,
I see. There's a crowd. It's oh, I see. Right.
It's weird seeing Nemesis. Like Nemesis usually prides herself on being pretty, but there's something rather creepy about the smile. It's like a Joker grin, essentially.
Yeah. I won't check out the crowd.
On your way. Blaze, you notice a familiar face from the tournament. You can see it is actually many people that are moving out of the city clad in the plate mail armor that is usually owned by the Paladins of Tyr. You can see a few on the high horse, one of which you recognize as Grand Paladin Quam, heading outward.
I put my hat Nemesis' head.
Well, he's
how can you even
facing-
reach up on her head?
they're facing.
He jumps on it.
They're heading
Right.
away from where you guys are. You guys are near the gate where you originally came in. These guys are heading towards the other gates.
Okay.
So they've got their
What?
back to you, so they don't see you.
Let's throw a
Is
rock at him.
anyone like saying anything about this?
You have nobody is. You can hear some muttering, but unless you want to listen in or ask about,
All right, then I'll ask what's going on.
To
What's going on?
You know, let's look at the guard.
can I help you?
What are they doing? What's happening?
Oh, the paladins are moving on to another city.
Where are they going?
You have to have the other paladins, like Paladins of Brightspark, or hell, some of the higher ups. I don't know.
Do you know why they're moving?
I mean, they're just traveling. They
Yeah, just
might
still
come.
rolling.
They roam about looking for recruits. They they may have odd jobs to do. They might have a mission. I don't know, but they have to come through to resupply and everything.
I see then. Yes. You're just as useless as before. Thank you. Just kind
And
of.
this is the first time
No,
we've met him.
no problem, miss.
When this been the first time we met this guard before? You just
Yes,
called
this
him...
is the first time you've met the
Yeah, you just
guard.
called a different guard as useless as another guard.
No, she's saying that like he's useless because he didn't let her out originally.
Okay. So
Okay.
So guard racist
She's-
isn't one of your
she's
character
like-
traits. Okay.
She's way too fucking thrilled to be out of there right now. She's like insane.
Okay, so
Roll an insanity check.
so you are now outside of the sewers in the outdoors. You can see that dusk is starting to fall. You can see one of the moons starting to just peek up over the walls of the city. So, what do you all do?
First, let's go turn at this fuck in the head. The giant blood head.
Could use a good rest. I want to change a lot of these robes. I might have to go see if I can get them fixed.
Yeah, aren't we supposed
Yeah.
to be having a victory type dinner as well? Don't we have to try
Yeah.
and clean our
Oh, yeah.
Good
Go by
luck.
that.
Yeah, we're going to have a big.
Have a dinner.
You could let him borrow your ring.
No, never.
Yeah, I'm going to need to wash up definitely. So
I heard.
I need to visit the tailor to see if I can get my clothing fixed.
and I'm going to change into a more fancy-looking suit.
Alright, so are we going to maybe go and
I think-
rest up for the night and get cleaned up first?
That's
Well,
all
you,
a
you
good
don't
idea.
know when the dinner is. Keep in mind.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
the
figured
dinner,
that it's
I
just
forgot.
like once we turn in the thing, then he'll inform us of like when it is. But Trothanar needs to be cleaned anyways. He hasn't been
Yeah.
bathed forever.
So we're gonna turn in the
It's a
quest
team
tomorrow.
effort.
Okay,
It's
so we're gonna
probably going to take like 3 days in order to get Trothanar even clean. So
okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go claim our reward tomorrow then, or at least some other day. Okay.
I mean, we've held dead parts for longer. So
Yeah.
Bugbear dish.
Yeah, I think I've still got that bugbear smegma on me.
No, you don't.
We
Oh,
burned
wait,
it.
so that stuff.
We
Thank God.
burned it.
Yeah, you
Thankfully, the sewage water probably washed it off.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going to go because apparently we can't turn in the head yet. I'm going to go bathe and then I'm going to go hit the bar.
Alright, so what are the rest of you doing?
I guess I'm gonna. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go get cleaned and changed up, and I don't know. I could go see if the tailor's open, but I want to get the clothing fixed that I'm wearing because I have to change clothing.
oh god, yeah, you guys all have to get like normal clothes.
I actually do have a pair of fine clothes.
Same. What do you
I
know?
might. I just have to look to see if I have a picture of it currently. I mean,
I
have some
have
fancy
both.
Eastern clothing for her, but not. I don't have Western. I don't think. Like I can look like I can come in a kimono, but I don't think I'd have that anyways.
Fool.
It's like-
Only a fool would travel.
Let's go ahead and get, rested up and cleaned first, and then we can do like our shopping and turning stuff in tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
going to have to send a letter or two.
Oh, I have to send a letter too. What do you know?
Okay. So, we'll say for the sake of brevity and avoiding like splitting the party and such, you make your way through the Sea of Exeter. As you do go by, you do see a few skulldiggers, but when one of them just like starts speaking to the other, he just takes one look and just shakes his head at the one that's speaking, and they just lose interest in you. You make
Can
your
I
way.
flip them off as we walk by?
They you see the one that originally spoke just like ever sort of like get angry and move his hand to his dagger, and just see the other one just grab his arm and just.
I just give them a death stare. Move
Oh my
away.
god.
They
the
they
tiny
just
little
continue
bar
talking.
that's not intimidating at all.
Yep.
Right, so you make
He
your
just-
way back to the Raven's Call. Surprisingly empty. Not a lot of patrons there. But as you come in and head to the bar, Brynjolf just looks at you all and just goes, I hope you realize that I'm really not liking the crap that you keep bringing in here. Figuratively, and in this case, literally.
Well, to be honest, this time is
I don't know what
something
you're
we're going to
talking
turn in.
about. I'm perfectly clean.
Yeah, you're fine. This lass is fine. It's...
If one of us had investigation, we wouldn't be like this. However, the only one who has it is in a ring form, and they are not exactly fond of sharing. So please, I just want to go bathe and then get royally plastered.
We had some royal crap to take care of.
Royally plaster we can do, but yeah, lad, if you want to just get that stuff off you first.
Can I have a bucket of water then?
Yeah, I'll get someone to bring you a bucket full.
I have the power to shape water. I could literally make a shower. Myself.
Yeah.
You need water to do that first.
Oh yeah, I get a bucket of water, I literally start showering myself using magic.
Right, so do all of you want a bucket of water for this then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, okay,
I'm
just...
I'll take 3.
fine.
I mean, do I have to? Like, I don't get the point really. Honestly, I'm just gonna get dirty again. And it's not really a problem. It's just
As you are saying this, you watch as Brynjolf ducks under the bar and just throws a bucket of water at you. Like just...
Thank you for that. Thank you
Bucket
so
included.
much.
How far away is it?
He is about 10 feet away from you because he's got the the counter between you, and he's just kind of like, he had to
Yeah.
step back a bit in order to chuck it.
I mean, honestly, I'd say probably one of the dirtiest ones would be Evelyn, because she's the one who went swimming in the sewage earlier.
Run and swing a punch.
You really don't know how dirty Trothanar is.
Everyone
ahead.
hold Trothanar back.
Okay, if you guys are going to try and
something
stop Trofnar, I want whoever's going to try and stop him to roll initiative against Trofnar's.
Oh, am I
my
running?
God, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that she do it.
Oh my god, fine. I will go ahead and try and stop him.
Yeah, this isn't a fight. This,
Sure.
this is just to see who goes first, to see which action goes before the other.
Okay.
Okay. So if that's the case, Trofnar, go ahead and make an attack roll against Brynjolf.
Oh god,
this-
we're gonna get kicked out.
Can I use my... No, wait, you said he's 10 feet away?
Yes. Like,
Damn, so I can't
so
use
yeah, so
reaction.
Trofnar's
Okay.
gonna run forward 5 feet and essentially like try and leap over and punch him.
If I'm
Okay.
trying to do just like an unarmed punch, what do I use?
It's essentially just the same as if you were rolling with your axe.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, what
D20
D20. Cool,
plus
cool.
strength.
Yeah. D20 plus strength.
Okay, so plus 4. Cool.
Mhm.
Give me 2 seconds.
And then the damage will be 1 plus whatever your strength is.
Can I use cutting words on that still?
You don't need to, because 8 misses.
Yeah.
You just watch
Great.
his Trofnar like leaps up, but he doesn't quite clear it, so his legs crash against the counter and just like falls face first, like slightly overhanging from the bar. You watch as Brynjolf just casually takes a step forward, grabs you by the hair, and just like, that was a bit silly now, wasn't it, lad? Before shoving you off the counter back onto Nemesis and such side.
That's it. I'm not rooming with this moron anymore.
Well, we're not taking him.
It's always been this way. Trothanar getting into bar fights or causing a scene is nothing new.
I'm just going to take my bucket, go out, give myself an initial rinse, then I'm going upstairs.
Yep. So he get some of the barmaids and such to bring a few buckets of water out and just hand some each to all of you.
I'm just gonna come back in shirtless this time.
I'm spotless. I'm beautiful. I'm gorgeous.
I'm just coming in shirtless with my overcoat and
So who's one to give a
over my shoulder and walking upstairs.
Unless I go looking for new images, I think I think my most formal looking wear is probably the outfit she was wearing originally, the white robes I have for her right now.
Yep.
The one that got partially eaten by ooze.
No, I switched to black. I switched to the black robes that are like a pair of black robes.
Okay.
Like,
I
need to get those
that
fixed. Why I want to go
For once, out of celebration and being so thrilled to be out of the sewers, Nemesis is gonna have a couple drinks.
Okay.
Yep. Nelson's going to come back down after rinsing off and getting a good shirt on.
So order a glass of wine.
Okay, glass of
He's
wine.
gonna get some drinks too.
Okay, so keep in mind that the normal alcohol is about 2 or 3 copper, depending on which one you want, and the wine, which you just said there, is 2 silver.
Okay. I mean, we just got 100 gold. I don't mind this one.
Yep.
I remember looking at alcohol pricings and whatnot. I think it's like it was always so cheap. I never really cared. I actually like never made the players care about it.
I'm taking 4 drinks.
It was less than the gold. I kind of made I never had the players care about it that much.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So he's got what drinks do they have in here? Yeah, they've got ale and they've got wine. That's primarily the ones that they've got. The ale is 3 copper. The wine is 2 silver. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking 3.
All right. So
anyone want to play a children's card game?
throughout the night, you keep drinking and getting drinks and such until eventually you retire for the night as sleep all takes you. Nothing eventful happens unless Delson and Nemesis, do you two want to do your letters now or in the morning?
The letters?
I'll do. I'll do my letters now.
Not a drinker. I'm guessing that she's like out of her mind, plastered right now. So I'm gonna do it in the morning.
She's white girl wasted.
Yeah, I'll do. I'll do it in the morning too because I'm basically just sort of. I'm not drunk, but
tipsy.
I'm slightly buzzed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tipsy. Okay.
I'm at least aware enough to know, Nemesis, you need to go lay down.
Okay, so
You're drunk.
So as the morning comes by, Nemesis, I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Okay. This is what I get for drinking when I don't normally drink.
Yeah, man. 11. You got a little bit of a headache, but you get the feeling that you got very lucky, considering the amount of alcohol that you drank. So you got a little bit of a hangover, but nothing serious.
We could always have the barkeep make a hair dog, probably. Hangover cure.
Alright, so...
Well, with my headache, I'm going to go ahead and start writing my letter.
Yeah, I will do the same. The first one is actually unimportant because that's just to the frickin' guild.
Okay, so in the letters, what are you writing? We'll go with Nemesis first. So what's your letters? Like, who's it to, what's it about, and such?
Okay, I will write to my brother, and I will write to him about I will write to him about Marion and that she's coming to Durahan.
Actually, I'm gonna take this image. This actually looks pretty cool. It even has
I will request that he make sure that she is safe and has lodging and things like that. I'll try to be as vague as possible about my personal whereabouts. But that I'm safe and that I hope that our parents don't find this letter.
In order to make it so that you don't kind of give it away, I'm going to say make a deception check just to see what you can write in there.
Hi, kitty. Uncle.
Here it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably find a lot of
Really?
pictures of
Okay.
this villas to that now.
I mean, you think that you might have made a few words in there, but you don't think. You think just a bit of a read. It's a bit difficult to ascertain where you might be.
Okay. I'll go ahead and fold it up, and I'll seal it with my signet ring.
Okay.
I'm betting a
Delson, what is your second letter? Because you say your first one's to the guild.
The hell am I looking at?
Yeah, my second one I'm writing to a friend, mostly to check on how they are, as well as giving them a little information that I may have a lead on someone who might know where Eleanor has gone, noting that I know you miss her as much as I do, but
All right.
finally something good's looking up, as well as asking if they're still looking over my mother and wishing them nothing but well wishes
Okay.
with an XO. Just fill it up.
You know, because of where your mother is located, it will take a couple of weeks for the letter to arrive and come back.
Mhm.
All right. So, my dogs are barking.
The hell is that?
I
That's
just-
freaking is.
There's my dog.
Oh.
I just hope that they are making sure that she's all right.
Okay. So, so you've written your letters. You now got the letters in your possession and such. So, what is it that you guys do? Like, what you all do?
Well, we all have to get normal clothing. We have to probably bathe Trothnar again.
And then again,
and turn things in. Oh, and I need to get my shield.
I, at the very least, need to go to the tailor to fix my clothing. I might buy something there.
wait,
So-
was-
It seems
Wait,
like we
was
want to
my
go to the
armor
tailor
ready
because we
again?
might not have clothing for this event that she wants us to go to.
yeah, it was.
People know the only clothing I own is basically the clothes on my back. I have no other clothes or anything.
It's actually kind of the main reason why I'm decided to go look for more pictures. Yeah, because I might find something that looks better. But honestly, I'm probably have what's the best to do.
Also,
Nine.
was I drinking last night as well?
Yes, you were all basically having a couple of drinks. The ones that do drink.
Okay. Can I roll to see when I woke up?
Was there anyone who didn't drink?
I'm gonna just roll for you, Trothnar.
Okay.
Oh, this is cute.
That's fine. You wake up. One of your feet are off the bed, but you wake up in your bed in your room.
That's kind of cute.
Nice.
It's not relevant, but it's kind of a cute picture, so I just.
At least I didn't lose the
toss it
foot
in.
this time.
I am going to.
Yes, I know Sitsunai is technically a different character, but I figured. But I just realized that I looked since her release, so I'm gonna be finding a lot of those on the when I go look for images. 'Cause she still looks like Ilya.
All right.
Maybe the thing about
Then I
making
guess
in
are we
and,
all going to
Ilya
like
exchanging clothes.
She has an awesome
do, like individual shopping?
She has a bear that shoots mouth lasers.
You're getting off topic here.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are.
I would say we're all going individual shopping, but I thought we almost all agreed we needed to go to the tailor for clothing.
Yeah, and we need
And that's the,
to
and that's
take
the main thing
that
I
in.
need to do.
You also
Well,
need to
me
take.
and Delson don't need to because we have fine clothes.
Yeah,
Well, we bring you two along because none of us clearly have fashion sense.
exactly.
All right, fine. Then I guess we're going to the tailor first so that Nemesis can make them presentable.
Okay,
Hmm.
so
To see if I can find anything also more suitable.
okay, so we'll say
Actually,
for the sake of
really has
brevity,
quite a nice.
we'll say for the sake of brevity that you ask around and you're eventually pointed to once again to the Carlos manufactory, but a different section of it. As you enter, you can see it looks very much similar to an Industrial Revolution mill with like the machinery and such.
Oh yeah, can I check on my armor while
uh,
we're here?
Yeah, so you ask about the armor. One of the one of the employees come up to just like checks the order and such, and just simply says, "It will be ready this evening."
Do I have this image?
Thank you.
Or something like this?
I will make sure to be back here by then.
All right.
Now time to get fancy clothes.
Indeed.
Okay, so the goggles manufacturer is normally like a work floor, but this one, even with the machines, it does have an appearance of a shop. And you can see a female dragonborn behind the counter, just idly watching the machines kind of work.
Can I ask in Draconic, do you by any chance have any silk kit and coats?
She responds back in common. Yes, I do. Yes, come in.
I'll look them up.
God,
Thank
not
you.
every dragon speaks Draconic like that.
Yeah.
He actually understood it though.
So yes, silk was it? Silk. Yes, we do have
Yes.
indeed. And she like ducks under the counter, and just pulls up a massive roll of what appears to be creamy silk. So we've got the latest batch of silk here. Raw, manufactured. What is it that you're looking for?
We need actual clothing.
Yes.
Oh, my apologies. She pulls it back. If that's the case, she lifts up part of the counter. I guess you might as well come through to where we have the actual clothing.
I'll go ahead and take the lead, kind of my head held high.
All right, so she takes you into a back room. This one, completely closed off from the rest of the manufactory. You can see several essentially wooden mannequins with various like fancy clothes. You see one that's got looks kind of like a Renaissance, Industrial Revolution, like London gentleman outfit. You can see a sort of what appears to be, I'm saying a lot of ones that exist just as comparison. One that kind of looks like the fancy robes that like Romans and such used to wear and such.
What, like a toga?
Yeah, essentially.
Toga.
But it's like it's pure silk essentially.
Okay, I will pay money to watch Troth and I'll try to put on a toga.
No.
Can I see if there's anything that's sort of in a gothic style?
There are quite a few gothic style outfits.
Yes.
No, and I'll put a hand on Delson's shoulder. We all need to be consistent in style. You are my retainers, remember?
I'll just toss in a bunch of images as I find them, and some that I remember I do have them.
Well, I'm sorry. However, the style here is very much what I am familiar with from my own lands.
That's sad. I'll help you.
Well, here's really a Jack the Ripper.
I will fight you.
Let's go clothing for everyone.
All right. I need a set of clothing for each of these. I'll kind of gesture
Which of these?
over to my group. We need something presentable for the... I keep thinking Romanov. Oh my god.
Ronan.
The noble family.
An audience with the Ronas. Yes. Well,
Is my clothing not fine? See?
I mean, your clothing is fine, dear. It's just the colors, you know. Rona family tend to use a lot of greens and yellows to symbolize the tree that the city is built around.
Wait, so we need like greens and yellows?
I already have greens and yellows.
I kind of like, I like kind of blues and purples. In character, I actually don't like greens and yellow. I really don't like green. I like green, but not so much yellow.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be like purely green. It just has to be representative of, you know, trees and nature and such.
I can understand that one very well where I come from.
Oh, great. I guess I'll keep hunting.
Well, how about we have... Well, obviously, you all need to match me too, and it's in my colors. At least my outfit is in my colors.
supposed
Can
to
we
be
do
Ilya
something
cosplay
with
as
green and
Nancy.
white or yellow and white?
I believe I can get that sorted. So, what exactly are you looking for? Dress, robes, suit? What particular outfit? If you're going to match, I'll need to have an equivalent and such.
I
Suits for
definitely
the boys,
need a suit.
dresses for the women.
Dress or robe will be fine. They're pretty similar sometimes.
Aye. I need something I can fit on my
As I
chain.
continue to hunt for the images to find something appropriate.
You don't need to, don't worry. It's all in the imagination.
But I like
Plus the
to.
fact that
I'm
Anna,
grabbing new pictures
will
anyways
probably
because
be
I haven't done
drawing
this in
all
a
of
while.
us in our fancy gear. Like, come
Okay.
on.
As I look longingly at the frickin' gothic, I look longingly at the gothic higher up outfit.
Yeah, but I like
Look
looking.
at Delson. If you have enough money afterwards, I suppose you can get it.
So dresses for the ladies and suits for the men, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Aye.
I actually sent it. Our character, I sent an image of the one. Yeah. Late.
That's actually kind of nice. So, so
it is.
the men are actually going to be wearing like a greenish yellowish suits as well, or is it like black and green or something like that?
So, how do you want me to go about this? Do I get free roam, or is there very specifics that you want?
I actually don't know what you meant. I forgot what you said.
Obviously,
Obviously, the colour,
will
yes,
warn
yes,
you.
I'm aware.
I will warn you not to listen to anything that these people have to say, but I trust you will know what to do.
Splendid,
I want to be
splendid.
able to wear. I
What,
want
you
to be
don't
able to
have-
wear chainmail.
You don't like
with
my fashion sense, Nemesis?
Togas.
Posh princess?
I'm a baroness, and also I don't know you well enough to establish whether you have a keen sense of style or not. So I prefer you to just be presentable.
Certainly. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I do request though that I have an overcoat that will match with the suit.
I'll see what I can do. So all in all, that will be about 20 gold for all of you.
For all of us or each of us?
For all of you combined.
Alright, that's fine, I'll pay.
Yeah.
And
Well, for all
it
of us.
will take me about 3 hours, give or take. We'll put them straight on our little manufacturing line, and they should be done probably by mid-afternoon.
That's
Of course.
perfectly alright. We have tasks to do anyways.
Indeed.
Math.
I am going to my gothic outfit.
Okay, then before we leave, I wanted to see if I can get these fixed. They got damaged by acid while we were out down in the sewers. I hand them the black
I
robes
see.
that I'll
Yeah.
hand her the dark robes that I was wearing down in the sewers.
She kind of looks at it, and as they open up, kind of like, I mean, did you clean them afterwards, or did you just like?
So,
take
yeah,
them
I
off?
got them clean. It's just that, there's a
There's still a little bit of, like, the sewage that's clinging onto it because
It's
it's
a little-
kind of difficult to get sewage out of clothes. It's like, ooh. All right. I can get these fixed probably for about 3 silver. That'll take about an hour. And I suppose you wish for these to be clean too?
Sure.
3
'Cause
silver.
I've had them for a while here. Here, just help pay for the other stuff. Here's a gold piece.
She
I'll
gives you
give
back
a
7
gold piece
silver.
for it all.
She gives you back 7 silver because 1 gold is 10 silver.
Yeah.
She just
Yeah.
places it on the. She just places it like on a small sort of bench, essentially. Very well. As I said, can come back in about 3 or so hours, and we should get everything done. And she walks over to a sort of bell and just starts like ringing it. And you actually see one of the panels kind of like open up slightly as you see a workman just like lean over, it's like, yeah.
Can I-
Points to you lot and such. Go
Can
on.
I show the freaking outfit that I have linked a picture to and say, do you perhaps have this in my size?
We don't have it here, but I can certainly check the stocks.
Thank you.
His Delphin's like a kid in a candy store.
You might be hearing my dogs yelping at the moment because there's stuff outside and they yelp at it.
Can't really hear him.
Yeah, that's good.
Bark, bark, bark.
I need to hear my dog sometimes when it comes to my room. Hey, bark, bark, bark.
Alright, so.
Okay.
To answer the question with the exchange rate between coins, 10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold, 10 gold is 1 platinum. There is Electrum, but fuck Electrum.
Right.
Who cares
All
about
right,
that?
So we have all our orders and stuff in now, right?
Yes.
Great. I'm going to go ahead and head to Gus
Here's a picture of Billy as
to get my
Sutan.
shield.
Alright. So.
I need to go to Gus's wheel.
Alright.
You're not allowed in there.
Yeah,
Finished
you're
all my
banned.
tasks I needed, so I guess I'll just follow the party for now.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you make your way to the smithery. It's not too far because it's right next to the manufactory. You can once again hear the sound of metal. As you enter, you can see that Gus is not at the forge, but you can see he's at a workbench close to the door, and he's hammering. He's hammering in some of the metal gently. The thing that he's hammering in is familiar. It is your shield, Nemesis. That he is just hammering slightly. You can see it looks like it. It's a tiny bit like patchworky because of the reforging the such, but it looks to be solid. And as he just finished, says, "One moment. Oh, good timing. And he pulls the shield up and hands it to you. Took a bit longer than expected, but here you go, unit. Here is your shield back.
Thank you, Gus. I appreciate it.
No trouble whatsoever.
Yeah, I have my shield back.
Yep.
Or this.
Okay. It's hard to think.
Congratulations.
So,
Alright, did anyone else have anything that they got from here or that they need from here?
Don't you guys need to get your weapons repaired?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh god, I have to give up my warhammer.
Yes.
Oh, no.
You do.
Just ask for a replacement one for now.
Eh.
Or
It's
it's
like
hard.
I have
it's
a
a
warhammer
rent a
that
hammer.
has the same damage.
Yes.
I'll take my warhammer out, and I'm just kind of like,
Oh, here's Ilias Hill as
yes,
person.
unit. That is indeed a warhammer.
I don't want to let it go. I
She
need
needs-
this repaired.
What's that picture? Here's
He
Ilias
like
Hill.
reaches up and
Mercy.
just like grabs hold of the hammer and just slowly has a look at it.
I kind of like hold on to it for another second while he tries to take it from me.
Unit, I can't look at it when you're holding onto it like that.
I know, and I'll let go.
What about you?
Heroes never. Berserkers never die.
I could have sworn I heard another unit speak up there. Was that just me?
I didn't hear anything.
I'm outside, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's why he just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's our.
It's.
It's
I need my axe repaired, but I'm banned from the shop.
First.
Give me a moment. I'm going to go outside. Give me your sword.
Oh, so that's Ilya and Chloe.
Give me your axe, man. Give me your giant axe.
Can you carry it, mate?
Yes, I can carry it.
Alright then, sure.
Can he carry it?
Can he carry it? Strength check, please.
Okay, I would say, okay, make a strength check just to see if you're ready for just like the sudden, just forceful push of the axe onto you. 18. Yeah, he's like, his like knees buckle a tiny bit, but he's able to grab it and just adjust himself.
Alright, so get that thing repaired, and I want nothing else done to it. Just get it back to where it was before we got to the sewer, alright? And
Got it.
tell Gus some story, alright? And I promise I won't do anything again. If you just let me back in the shop, I'll make it up. I'll buy him a drink. There you go.
Yeah, something like that.
Robot. I don't think Warforged drink.
I'll buy him some
We
oil
can,
then.
but it doesn't do anything, unit.
Okay, I'm going to bring it into Gus, and I'll
Alright, so you take
add
a look
some,
at it.
add some engravings to it after you repair it, please.
What kind of engravings is it that you're looking for?
Engrave some birds or flowers on it.
Very well. For the repair work, that will be...
I can hear you.
Make a perception check to see if you can hear.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh yeah, it's funny. It's not even relevant to art pictures.
Oh my god.
You hear put and on, but that's about it.
But can I not just stop barging?
Chironelia versus scope.
If you wish to.
Oh my god. You know what? Hold on. Let's not do the flowers. Let's do. Okay, I'll kind of lean over and whisper to Gus.
Okay.
But Nemesis Sallow is the best.
Interesting. Engraving the name of one of the fellow nobles.
What the fuck's going on in there?
Yeah.
You cannot hear this because they are both being quiet at this point.
Yeah.
You can't even hear them whispering.
Okay.
I'm just
I'll
gonna-
take the show my actual
also-
bounty hunter and fucked. Okay.
Oh, also, could you also maybe put this logo on the handle of it? And I show
We're
him a
so
logo.
evil.
And I show him a logo that actually looks like a raven in flight grabbing a snake.
On the handle will be difficult units. This is clearly made for a dwarf, and there is not a lot to work with.
Okay, on the other side of the axe.
Okay, altogether that will be 6 gold to repair both your weapons.
I'll
Oh,
give 3 to help. Like, I'll
yeah,
split
and
the
then
cost
I'll-
with her.
Okay,
Yes.
so there's nothing special you want for the Warhammer compared to this, no?
Nope. Leave it completely as it is.
That should only take about an hour. It would essentially just be reforging it slightly. So this should only take an hour. This will take about, I would say, 3 hours in order to reforge the metal and then put the engravings that you wish for. I'm not much of an artist, but I'll do my best.
Thank you.
There we go. Is there anything else then?
I don't think so.
Very
Nope.
well.
All right. Okay. I guess we're gonna go back out to Trothnor.
Okay.
Yup. We're just hiding our smiles.
Can I see? Can I do an insight check to see them just snickering and laughing?
Yes.
Oh, here's the wedding dress for
And
her.
if that's the case, Delson and Nemesis both make a deception check.
Okay.
I don't care what they're doing, so I'm not gonna help.
Deception. Deception.
Yeah, I don't spot shit.
Yeah, no, they just seem happy that things are going their way.
Mm-hmm.
Princess,
Why are you two so happy about
you
it?
seem quite... Would you mind gracing us with a song now?
Here's wedding dresses for most of them.
No. And I'll just kind of walk
Wait a
away
minute.
with it. Keeping my
We didn't
staff.
have our speech.
Oh, we didn't have a speech yet.
Yeah.
Regale...
You know what? I'm in such
you regale us
good
with song?
mood.
Regale us with
Like-
the tales of our sewers.
Sing the-
I will go ahead and give them a speech right there because I'm so thrilled.
Can it be in the form of interpretive song?
No, she's not singing for you guys.
Damn it!
You'll have to pay for her to sing. But
I'm the best Pokemon in the world.
We are going full Hamilton.
So for the next 10 minutes, what do you talk about basically to inspire them?
Try not to make it also like crapping on it.
Clearly the greatness of soap.
The greatness of the next movie would be
can
great.
you say that again? You glitched out.
What?
She said the greatness of soap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically
Tom.
doing like a doing like a live.
I said for those 10 minutes, what do you speak about to be to inspire them and such?
Yeah, and do it about soap.
Also, did we clean up the dirty
I
boy?
will talk about the feast that we are going to have and how joyous it is to be out of the sewers, and just how much I care for Trothnar.
What?
Can I join in on that?
I mean, it's not going to affect
So
the
great.
speech in any way, but yes.
Yes. I want to help with this. Just to,
Perception, just for the sheer suspicion of it all, please.
just to help with also the great mood of the feast. Because
So-
I'm just happy I'm getting good clothes.
What do you do? What are you doing?
What would it be? Would it be perception for me to figure out something they've done something bad?
I would say insight, but because of this now, I would say you'd have to do it with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's cool. Even though they're being so obviously nice to me.
Nemesis, do a deception check.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
Trofnar's insight. Okay.
Oh my god.
So did you just roll your deception then? Yeah? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Alright, Trofnar, it seems a bit weird, but it's kind of nice to see that Nemesis actually seems to be warming up to you in some way.
What happens when you clean?
Yeah, it's probably just because you're clean.
Yeah.
You're not sure if it's because of how much she had drank the night before, but you know, it's kind of nice having.
Also, I gave the killing blow to that land shark, so she's probably just realizing how great a warrior I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Inflate your ego because you failed.
So amazing.
You're such a bitch.
Yeah, I guess that's a.
Okay, so you all get the effect of the inspiring leader trait.
So we all
Yay,
get
everyone
buzz.
gets 8 hit points.
So how many pit
How
points do
many?
you get again?
8.
Yay!
Yay, 8 temporary.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. What's 36 plus? That's 4, isn't it?
That is
Put in the
44,
temporary
yeah,
hit point.
44 in total.
Yeah, you put it in your temporary hit points.
Yeah, put your temporary so you don't confuse it.
And we're all healed up because we slept last night, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
All healed, all your spells back, all that.
Yeah, okay.
And we're all happy.
But for how long?
I mean, first of all, 2 counts. I don't have my axe, and I'm wearing these stupid poncy clothes, so I'm fucking furious right now.
We don't
No,
have
you
the
don't have the
clothes
clothes
yet.
yet. No. You're still in your normal
Okay,
Yeah,
outfit.
we
well,
have to
yeah,
come
yeah,
back in a couple of hours
Yeah,
to get
in
them.
3
and then we
hours,
can
which is
get
ironically the same.
wonderful axe.
Which is the same amount of time for the axe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, look,
Okay, so where do you head to now?
Did we have anything else to do in this part? I feel like we didn't. Why
I
don't
don't know.
we?
the only thing I really needed was tailoring.
We
You all need
need to go
equipment.
to
You guys need to fix. You guys need to fix your equipment. Pick up the equipment. Nothing
Yeah.
comes to mind specifically.
we need to go to Exar's Pigeon Palace.
Huh?
Well, we should check on Brutus.
Yeah, we should because he's still a very valued party member.
Aye.
Yeah.
Who's Brutus again?
Let's go
The
The
Bottle
horse.
find
Beefcake.
Brutus.
Best friend of Hulk Hogan, obviously.
Oh yeah, we also need to get him some apples too.
Oh, is that the horse
Go after you.
that I've yet to
shoot
meet?
the apples in the sewers.
Yeah, we're going to get Brutus some apples and carrots.
Apples and carrots, you say?
Okay.
That's the horse. The horse that I
Oh my
don't think I've
god,
met yet.
I've got the name of my new punk band, Fruit of the Sewer. Done.
Alright, so you make your way back into the Roots district to where the stables are. You see Brutus now has his own little stable area. It looks like the
Yeah.
horses that were queued up have now been taken. So that is the case.
Probably because all the paladins are gone.
Yeah.
I shall now pet. I will pet the horse.
Alright, keep in mind as well, just so you remember, because you have been here by, I think, 4 days at this point, it is 5 silver
Yeah.
per night per horse. So
All right, then
let's-
I'll go
let's
ahead
do
and
gold.
spend like 3 gold. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so that
you guys
gets
have a horse?
that gets you another 2 nights for Brutus. And we'll say as well, you also buy food for them and such.
I'll toss
Actually,
in like
get 4 gold just because, another day or 2.
Yeah, so you got a horse.
Yep, I shall give Brutus a carrot.
Isn't he a sweetie? He's so cute.
Yep. he really
Okay,
is the
I
best
just
of us.
imagine Nemesis speaking in baby talk, and I just died a little. But yeah.
He is truly the best of us. Here you go, boy.
I think the reason why.
Want a carrot? Want a delicious carrot? For you.
How old are these pictures I'm looking
Give him the food.
I just give him the
Yeah,
carrot.
he just stares at it before he just lazily leans forward and just pulls the carrot from you and just starts eating it.
I'm looking at pictures all the way from 2010 now. And then fighting like really old looking ones.
He's so. He's such a good
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, I should probably give him this side.
Delson and Nemesis are just like overbearing parents right now, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce looks very bored at the moment.
Do you have any sugar or anything?
I think he wants to go out on a little gallop, though. We should take him out sometime.
I'm sure that we'll do
change
that
sites because I'm not
soon,
getting anything
considering
useful
that
anymore.
we have all this stuff to do with the
Yeah.
we're supposed to go to like the ocean, right?
That is one of
Like
the
later.
targets that you've
yes
got.
to the ocean.
Yeah, we
That's
took
possible.
a bunch of quests, so I'm sure that will
Yeah,
take
you've
him out.
You've got one in the
Yeah.
forest,
After we're done
one
with the
near the
others.
sea. You got one in the forest, one in the sea, and one that's more inland.
I suppose we should do some of the quests, but
Well, there's one around here.
we have only like 3 hours, 2-ish to like pick up all of our stuff and then the dinner I guess you guys want to go to, so like
Well, which
I just need to
quest do
kill
we
time.
have that is the closest?
One in the Rona or family cemetery, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are
What was
there
supposed to
two
be
there?
again? Were we like dealing with ghosts or was it like more like zombie
Oh,
undead?
Ghoulie, I think, innit?
What was it?
Ghosts and a pack of ghost wolves.
Ghost.
Oh.
Oh yeah, ghost. That's like
They're like normal wolves, except more spooky.
I mean, we can find some ghost cats for them to chase.
All right. So
No.
How long do
Even
you think
though
that
there
would-
are a bunch of cats.
Oh my god.
Guys, can you keep it down, please, and not play up here in the thing?
No.
okay, I ran out of images, so let's
I see.
do that.
All right. So what is your guys' plan of action now?
We're taking the bullet head and the freaking Hulk stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna take it to the Pigeon Palace.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
to the pigeon nest in the tree.
okay.
You know.
So, you make your way over this again for the sake of brevity. You make your way through to the Plain Hunters Guild. As you are about to enter, you can hear laughter from inside. You can hear Tyr laughing along with 2 other people. As you walk in, you can see Burr is there, along with another person. This person is rather squat, about 5'3" or so. The big thing that you notice is the large shell on his back. There's a lot of background noise.
Mhm.
The large shell on his back and a long neck that kind of pokes outwards, and you just hear them talking before they start laughing. After a little bit, Tyr looks at us. Oh, hey, you guys, come on. Hey, glad to see you back.
Wait a moment. Hold on. Are you talking to a turtle?
Yeah, what's so weird about it? And you
There's
watch as
turtles here?
You watch as
Don't
the
mind him,
turtle
he's
turns
stupid.
around. And you can see now. Looking at the turtle properly, he looks really old. His skin is like essentially it looks like it has the texture of dried clay. It's a sort of reddish brown look. You can see that his left eye is completely just clear white. And you can see that he is currently chewing something. You can see as he turns, he's actually leaning on a stick with a thick like bandage up through the top, which curves outward slightly. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything over these children.
He just said, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I haven't seen one in like forever, actually.
These pictures. Oh, very small.
I think the last time I saw one was like a child still.
At this point, Tia speaks up. This is Young. He's an old friend. We used to run together. We were just talking about old times. So how's it going then? What's up?
We cleared out the sewers and what was causing problems in there.
Sweet.
I'll take the land shark half head off of my back.
Yeah, and we'll also get out the Hulk things.
Can I take a look at it? Like, looks them both, says, an Umbra Hulk and a bullet, huh? Pretty nasty
Well,
That's what
monsters.
these things were.
There were 2 Umbra Hulks, but the bullet ate the second one.
Makes sense. They go for anyone, really.
Yeah.
Just glad that, just glad you guys are safe. It's good to have some good news for once. And he just drags the bullet head away a bit. Right, so unfortunately I'm not the one giving the reward here. That's the Rona family, so you'll have to go to them.
Yes, we're going to head over there shortly.
Yes.
Tell him I said hi, and tell him that, Limerick didn't make it.
Who?
Oh.
He pulls out a black parchment. Laurent's gang, or his group, the Lucky Chasers, that they call them. You remember when you first got here, I mentioned how we'd lost a lot of people in a recent hunt?
Okay.
Oh.
Laurent was the only survivor of that. Young just told me that he died from his wounds about an hour ago.
I see then. That's unfortunate.
At this point, Young speaks up. That's how nature is. Either you live, or by your own folly, or naturally you die. He reaches into a satchel on his side and just he gets a handful of herbs and just stuffs them in his mouth, just chews a bit and goes. They knew the rest. But despite the brothers and sisters in arms falling around them, they didn't flee. They're the real plain hunters, not us old and useless bunch. At which point Burgess, he's tensed up a bit and just says, I mean, I look after the gladiator pit, so I'm not useless. I guess so. Anyway, good job down there.
I never ever want to go down there again.
Well, unless you know your way about moving rocks underwater, you're probably not gonna need to unless a big thing comes up. If not, there's more plain hunters. Just because we lost the Lucky Chasers don't mean that we're still short of people. Well.
There was something we noticed as we came back up from the sewers. Grand Paladin Quan and the others, they were leaving.
Oh yeah, Quan actually came to see me before he left. Try to once again try and find out where our leader is.
Why does he care to know that?
Because he thinks that we're a problem. He thinks that we're taking the glory away from his group. It's one of the reasons he left the group to begin with.
Wait, he left?
Yeah, he was part of my old group.
Have I ever heard of Quan being part of anything other than the
You do
Paladins?
not. Like, Quan is a person that keeps his past very hidden.
I'm just kind of speechless. I'm confused.
Yeah, basically when he, after a certain hunt, he kind of got fed up about just how things were going and thought that we were just as bad as the monsters, you know? That kind of attitude, you know, we're the real monsters kind of deal. So he left.
I did not know that about
Give me a second, my dogs are yelping all of a sudden.
Suddenly, dogs acted up outside.
Not only do we have stray cats, we have stray dogs.
Jeez, X-Star really does have a bunch of stray.
They really need to fix that.
I mean, they got the birds, they got the cats, they got the dogs, they got the ghost wolves.
Centaurs are
Apparently
people,
butterflies.
though. Hey, we
Yeah,
all
evil
know that
butterflies.
butterflies are secretly evil.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Have
What's
you not
next?
heard stories
Rabbit
of butterflies
raccoon?
swarming? Have you not heard stories of butterflies swarming up and taking children away from their parents? It's quite a.
Sorry about that, I don't know what the hell happened with the dogs, it just went crazy.
I would say it's just a tale from NASA, but I actually saw it happen once. So yeah.
It's a fine works from the sounds of things, people will let them go. So hopefully I don't have to run about a lot, but I have a feeling that I'll have to. And they're barking again. God damn
You
it.
just missed us discussing how there's a bunch of stray cats and stray dogs inside of X-Star.
Yep, well.
Also, how butterflies are pure evil and abduct children.
Totally.
Yep.
Alright, we'll keep going, get if my dogs stop. There they go again. I hate bonfire night. Okay.
That's in 2 days, though.
Yeah, but, you know, it's weekend, so they're
Alright.
gonna do it now.
Yeah, true.
So, where was I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so basically after one of our last hunts, he, you know, had the whole we're the real monsters kind of attitude and left.
The real monster from man.
What the hell?
I mean, it was his choice
There
to
we go.
leave.
I had to wait for my internet.
I mean, it's his choice to leave. I don't hate him for that one.
You seem to have bad blood, though.
That's something different.
Alright then. Do you know where they were headed?
Not a clue. If I had to guess, they're probably gonna head to Platinum Hold. With that, mine explosion there, they're probably gonna use that as a way to, you know, shore up their recruits. I'm going to kill my goddamn dogs.
They're always fun recruiting.
Yep. Give me a second again, sorry. I'm really sorry, guys, but I gotta shut these guys up.
That's fine, my internet's glitching out anyways.
I'm just excited I get my pigeon back.
I guess depending on how I do it, I might actually be able to get just.
You've had your pigeon the whole time, I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
No, you guys, I left my pigeon at the Pigeon Palace before we decided to go to the sewers because I don't want the pigeon to deal with that.
Oh,
She didn't
okay.
want to lose another pigeon.
We're not losing a pigeon to the sewers. This one was busted for God.
Just make your pigeon out of metal. You won't lose it.
Blue eyes metal pigeon. Pigeon.
I'm gonna be up and down all night.
Ash never went back for his Pidgeot, though he said he would go back for it after the Orange Islands.
Alright, so. Okay, so I'm back. What'd you guys say while I was doing that stuff then?
well, we were just talking about the pigeons, but I believe that Trothnar was concerned with the mine explosion.
Aye.
Don't have much information about that, Van. Sorry.
Aye, but if it's going to be full of paladins, I don't want to be anywhere near that place.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Knights of... The Paladins of Tyr are just a bunch of shitheads. No offense, Briar. But they're not...
No, they are. They are.
They're not rotten to the core. They'll help, but, you know, they'll try and get some more people on there to join them on the side, you know? You know, help with one hand and try and pull them in with the other, kind of deal.
Gotta get your foot in the door.
Yeah, it's, that's essentially the gist of it.
It's annoying that that's where we're headed after this, too.
Platinum Hold,
Hopefully
huh?
they'll have cleared out by the time that we do.
I don't know. Platinum Hold's quite a few days away, and they, depending on how bad it is down there. I only know about as much as what you guys know with the mine explosion.
Of course.
We still also have these ghost wolves to deal with.
Yeah, we will at least complete the quest that we've gotten before we leave, and that'll take a few days, so...
Yeah, the cemetery is about half a day's travel from here.
Yeah.
After that, it's a case of finding the creatures. That's the thing, once you go past a new recruit, the hunts don't have a lot of information.
Okay, so that's half a day's travel. Do you know how far away the ocean is?
Well, if you're heading straight there, it'll take you about 2 days. If you go straight there, it's through some pretty rough terrain. So you won't be able to go as fast as you probably want to.
And what about the butterfly swarm? That's a weird one.
Oh, that's half a day travel.
Okay. Alright, so 2 half days and 2 days travel. Alright. I don't think we have enough time.
It's 2 weeks for all of the ones that you got.
Yeah. I know.
You would not believe you.
Yeah.
Alright, so we definitely don't have enough time today to do this, but we can do it tomorrow. Just kind of planning ahead.
Indeed.
Right.
Alright.
So...
Is there anything else that we needed to get from here?
I'd like to pick up my pigeon, please.
Oh, right. Gim! Oi, Gim! You see the dwarf come down. Oh, what is it? Oh, right. The pigeon I'm looking after. Got it, right. Just walks away. As he's up there, Young just looks towards you and just goes, "Gotta teach that kid some discipline." I know, but he just... What do you expect? The guy's useless.
Can we hear them?
Yes.
Okay. Do we know what particularly they're talking about?
They're talking about the dwarf. You know that.
Oh,
Gim.
okay.
They're talking
Totally
about
not
Gim.
Gimli.
So...
Okay.
Just do that. Just that. Yeah, because he's assumed that you... Yeah, I assume you mentioned, like, who are they talking about. If you can believe it, Gim's not a hunter.
What?
Then
He literally
what
got the
brings him
job
here?
because one night in Exeter, he got really drunk and decided to have a bar fight with none other than Gredum. You know, the Grandmaster.
Oh no.
Well then.
Yeah. Could have been dead right there, but, nope. He liked his balls, basically, enough to fight him enough. He liked him so much, he had that big balls, so he's like, yeah, sure, you can work here. I didn't have a say in this.
Well gentleman. Sounds like someone I know.
Familiar. Yes.
I just look at Trotnar.
Wait, what?
At this point, Gim comes down with the pigeon and just hands it to you.
That's my baby.
Wait, did
I'm
we
gonna
watch the
pull up
Smelly
his
Eater
feathers
child?
I would assume that you did.
Oh, also, nasty vermin pigeons aside, we have someone else that is joining us.
I really wish that you told me this to begin with, but sure. Is it, He points to Grey. Is that one?
Yes, this one. This thing that we found.
Nice coat.
That's why there's images of her blue eyes.
Alright, I'll write this down.
What?
Young speaks up at this point. What makes you think that this one's got what it takes to join you at your rank, though?
We found him surviving in the sewer.
I
Selling
shot a
chairs.
I did not want him to come.
Seems
He actually helped taking down the Umbral Hulk, though.
Fair enough. He dies, and that's what nature wants.
Yep.
He reaches into his satchel and pulls out some more herbs and just starts chomping down on him.
Can I see if I can tell what the herbs are?
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Can I help him?
Yeah, this would be more of a case of your own knowledge kind of deal, so you'd have to
Alright,
make a
then
separate
yeah.
roll.
Oh my god.
They're just talking back and forth. Do you know what that is? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know.
It's a herb. It's grass, as far as Nemesis is aware.
Oh, yeah, you're looking at herbs. Can I take a look?
Yeah.
The alchemist is not able to identify the herb.
What kind of check is it again?
Investigation, yeah.
Let me look at how this works, because I'm technically an herbalist.
For all I'm sure,
Well,
it
this is a
might be
case of
tobacco.
you're just looking at it from a glance. You're not, like, holding it and
No.
checking it and such. You're just looking at a glance.
Okay, then I'll just do this.
For all I know, it's tobacco.
So the herb, it's a fairly common herb, and it's actually a fairly useless herb as well. The one thing that you know about it is that it usually has quite a bitter taste to it.
So it's tea.
It's tobacco.
It's not tea. Like, it's hardly used for anything. It's not used for drinking and such. It's more of like an animal feed kind of. It's kind of like something that you'd feed an animal more than anything. Though non-animals can consume it, but it's got a very bitter taste. It's a little bit more like spinach, but without the health benefits.
Okay. So
That is
he's just
nasty.
having a big old snack right now.
Yeah, like it's a big satchel. It like goes part way down his thigh essentially.
Well then,
No.
I'm just kind of like, oh hey, it's a plant.
Yeah, you're just looking at it to the point where you don't actually notice Young's head is like almost completely turned around. It's just staring at you because turtle head, very stretchy neck. And he's just looking at you for a bit and just goes, "You want
I
some?"
might actually use this image later, because
Sure.
He reaches
I'll
and
go ahead and try.
all right, so he gives you a small bit. If that's the case, Delson and Nemesis make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god, you said that it was like normal.
Yeah, go on.
Very bitter, though.
So Nemesis, you chomp down on it, and essentially you start like sucking in your cheeks from the bitterness to the point where you're essentially like eating your own cheeks from the bitterness, and your eyes are watering up a bit. Delson, your eyes are watering a bit from it, but you're able to start off most of the bitterness. Just as Young is watching Nemesis just like slowly start to like suck in the cheeks from the bitch, you just gonna go.
They go all some roasted carrot.
I'll go ahead and just like slowly give the rest of it to like Trosnar. and just cry a little.
All right.
Can I try
you're-
that?
Yep. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. See if the
Okay.
bitterness
I'm
overwhelms
gonna
you.
I'm gonna keep some with me, just to try to use it for.
I mean, it doesn't have a
I'm going
nasty.
to use it.
It doesn't have a nasty taste, but it is bitter. Yeah, no, you've drank stronger stuff than this. This is no
Yeah.
problem for you.
Yeah, weaklings.
Why do you have a disadvantage at the moment?
Oh, that
he
was-
forgot
that
to
was-
toggle it, but that's fine because it was a 21
yeah.
on his first roll, so it don't matter.
I'm going to keep it for science.
But eventually you do. Eventually you are able to swallow your respective portions. It has a bit of an aftertaste to it. It's not like a nasty one. It's just more the strength of how bitter it
It's
is.
like with my shoe.
You're a bunch of big girl blazers, you know.
Like it doesn't really have much of a taste. It's just the bitterness. That's the issue.
Is it kind of like cranberry juice?
Kind of, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I like cranberry juice.
But again,
It's
like the
more
herb
of like
itself.
Same, man.
insanely bitter,
Also,
not sweet cranberry juice.
Yeah, like it doesn't really have much of a taste to it. It's just more essentially it's a bunch of bitterness.
Yep.
No wonder he's eating it. Turtles love cranberries.
As
This is from
Nemesis, just kinda like,
Yeah,
I'm
eventually,
just thinking
eventually
of
your
ways
cheeks
to
return
use
to
it
their
for
normal.
something.
Eventually, your cheeks return to their normal state as the bitterness wears off. So you now had a slight hangover, and basically almost ate your cheeks due to bitterness. All right.
my cheeks were already freaking sore due to smiling unnaturally.
Yep.
Now it's even worse.
It's not Nemesis Day. All right. So, is there anything else that you guys need, like taking some of the other jobs, or?
Are you
I
guys
see your
interested
potion
in
supply.
getting more jobs?
What were the other jobs again?
The other jobs that I have is
We have a list of them in the campaign notes.
yeah, but obviously
Oh,
just
we do.
Tyr is rereading them and such. So
Yeah.
we got some giant goats that we want hunting for their meat. The butterfly swarm, you guys have already taken that. The wolf spirit swarm, you've already taken that one. There is a rampaging Etten in the forest. Some of the older contraptions in the cobbles manufactory has gone haywire and need to be destroyed. We've had some wing kobolds with what appears to be some pet vipers causing some issues around the areas leading to Exeter. Oh yeah, and the Grandmaster sent me another letter. He is getting so bored. And Flame's Fury ain't gonna be there for another 2 days.
So bored.
Do you guys want to help out this poor bored person?
Well, that's like out of Exeter. Like we'd be leaving Exeter.
I mean,
Sure.
that's near the family crypt. The town Noble's Rest
Oh.
is nearby.
Oh, really? In that
Yeah.
case, it would
Keep
be
in,
on the way,
keep in
wouldn't it?
mind.
Then
Keep
we
in mind,
may as well
assist.
take
Keep
it
in mind,
since we have-
assist contracts aren't the same. It's not a case of a monetary reward. Your reward's whatever you can get a hold of in the hunt.
Ah,
Well, I mean that's fine. We're heading there anyways to clear out spirits. So
yeah. Why not? Take-
Yeah, I mean,
then we'll go ahead and save him from his boredom. Or
I was gonna say he doesn't really need saving, but it's the fact that he can't really go anywhere or deal with the issue so long as he's protecting the town. You know, he goes, town's fucking dead.
he's filled with ennui.
I don't know what word that is, but sure.
Okay, back. Okay.
It's a fancy word for bored.
Okay, right, okay, yes, he is filled with boredom. Honestly, I'm sure he'd love to either go kill someone or go find out. But yeah, if you find him, help him out, maybe work together on sorting out the undead things since you're going to be hunting that stuff. Alright, I'll just mark that down as you helping him out.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, we could always
you-
set them on fire.
What word did you use
And
instead of
then-
boredom?
Ennui.
Should we take the kobolds one?
We have had experience with them before. Why not?
Keep in mind with this one. We have no fucking idea whereabouts they are. We just know they're outside the city.
We've had to find them before. We'll find them again.
Found them by random chance last time.
Listen,
Alright.
you weren't there, buddy.
It's a low-end one, but sure, if you want it.
No, different kobolds then? Okay.
Well, I was more interested in possibly getting more information. I doubt that they'll have any, but
Sometimes that they're
We
being
can ask around the gates.
Oh yeah, we got the unknown monster as well. No new information on that one, unfortunately.
It's still unknown.
where's that one again?
That one is north of Exeter.
God, we'd just be like running around for days.
Yeah.
All we know is that it flies.
It flies.
Yeah.
Not if it's a
And-
bird or a dragon or.
Nope. The only
Could be
thing
a bumblebee.
the only thing
Yes,
that
you
we
saw it in the sky
the
once,
only
very
flying
helpful.
thing that we got confirmation from is that Shadow Drake contract.
That's not helpful. Tons of things fly. I fly. Like.
You do?
Yeah, she does. We've seen it. Our character, we've actually seen her fly, and Nelson actually still remembers seeing her fly. Yeah, she flies.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Huh.
It's magical.
Ah, right, magic flying, got it.
It's not magic. Well, I mean, I actually don't know.
It's divine magic, I think. I mean, it was all radiant and light and ooh, and
Well,
there was a random chorus singing.
I've never actually done research about myself. I should look into that. Nonetheless.
That sounded so wrong.
That
Just
did.
putting that out there.
What?
You make that sound like you're not human.
I
You don't know.
The shimmering.
honestly don't know.
She's all the shimmering iridescent rainbow-like hair, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the shimmering hair gave it away. We aren't sure
keep
what
in
she
mind,
is.
it's not very acquainted with the divine and such. He just punches things.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't do a check. I thought everyone in the group already kind of knew that she wasn't human, but not really sure what else was beyond
Well,
that.
Tyr hasn't
Right.
seen Nemesis use that power.
Yeah. All I know is that I'm divine, and I've been told my whole life that I'm divine. I've never actually.
I mean, you're
No,
pretty and
why?
all, but divine.
Could I roll a check to think of some divine races?
Yeah,
Make a
Nemesis
religion
I could
does
just
not
guess
know
one.
herself.
Make a religion check, I'd say.
Religion check?
Yeah.
Okay. Which was religion? Where is that?
Nemesis
This
is
is
a
where the hell to
very, very
go.
sheltered
There it
person.
is.
Yep.
You have no idea.
Yeah,
Loads of people
that's
claim that they're
snowflake.
divine, whether or not they assume they're blessed by the divine, or if they just think they're incredibly pretty that the divine gave them their looks. Which
Yeah,
Nemesis
enough.
Tyr is
sees
clearly
both.
Tyr is clearly thinking you're referring to the second one. Right.
Just do a check to guess. It's like just check to guess. Like, oh, maybe you're a something.
Plus, like, Floriana hasn't seen Nemesis do it either.
Yeah. So
So,
even if you were rolled high, there won't be a lot of information I'd be able to give.
yeah.
Other than the fact that I might know the names of some races, I can write them off. Yeah, well,
Right.
that's-
Well. Okay. Cool. Big chicken fly. Didn't know that one.
Me neither.
Yeah. So, yeah, so I've still got those normal contracts, the unknown one, the oldest Shadow Drake is one. If you want it, you've said already that you're gonna go to Noble's Rest, so that one's sorted. Fortunately we ain't gotten any new requests recently.
Should we take the Drake one?
Yes.
Aye.
I mean, like, I'm still hesitant about the Drake, but if he's the only person that we really know that can give us the information that we need from the book, then we'd probably have to.
Your choice,
Oh,
So
guys.
is
yeah.
anyone going to argue against the Drake?
As your guys' choice. You can either take it or you can not and try to find someone else who can speak Umbral.
I don't know. It's
Church.
dragon. I might have some vague idea about it. I don't know.
Oh yes,
Drake.
you can speak Draconic, and so can the bard.
Ian
though I
Delson can
don't
speak Draconic.
speak full skills.
Ian Delson can speak Draconic, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure a Shadow Drake wouldn't be looking to talk.
It might. It might not try to eat us. But I don't have any... I kind of have doubts against that. It's usually only the metallic dragons that would be friendly.
Exactly.
can-
I don't even know what type of dragon. It's a shadow dragon, is it? I guess it's not a chromatic dragon either.
It's not even a dragon, it's a drake.
The dragon, well, drakes are part dragon.
There's a difference.
There's a difference.
Exactly.
Hashtag not all drakes.
Exactly. Are you racist to dragon?
I don't know. That'd be like being racist to myself.
So
Which,
if you want to
which she
take
kinda
it,
is,
then
actually.
by all means.
Actually, she is. Actually, she doesn't like other changelings. Actually,
Well, let's try to talk to it, and if it tries to bite our heads off, I guess we'll hit it really, really hard and/or run.
Again?
So like everything.
that kind of sounds
I
like
mean,
a nice-
it's worked out for me.
It does sound like you guys' basic plan.
Yeah, definitely seems like it. I kind of like it. It's kind of what I did. Kind of what me, Burr, and Young did.
I mean, it is an effective plan, as we can see.
Yeah, it was.
If you're strong enough to be able to do it.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was, yeah. And you just see, they all kind of, like, awkwardly look away at that statement. So, are you taking it, or do you just want to know some information about it?
I think. What all did we have to do for that contract again?
Basically, you just had to go and kill it and return with proof of the target's demise. But, again, it's like, if you...
Take its wings.
But again, if you just want to speak to it, then by all means, I'd say that you guys can probably get there to it. Killing it, I don't know. And hey, if you come back and you do with proof that you killed it, then hey, I guess you did the contract without even accepting it. Contract's more of a
Well, then I-
formality thing anyway.
It's
I
the
guess if
fact-
you
I
bring back
think that
proof that you did the
well-
job even without knowing about it, then sometimes that works.
Yeah, I think
It
that
doesn't
we
work like
will,
that in RPG, in actual
contract for
RPGs,
now.
but
but get information about where it is.
Oh yeah, I can give you the information. It's actually north of here. It's past where this unknown creature is, in a place which, because of the Shadow Drake, it's now been called the Shadow Hills. His lair is somewhere in those hills.
Oh, so we're also going past the flying creature, too.
Well, when it was last
Fantastic.
spotted, we've seen more reports of it moving a bit more westward. So you won't be going
But-
straight through. You're just going through where it was first located. I mean,
but
for,
it flies, so
yeah, flying thing. I
show
mean,
it
for all
quickly.
for all we know, the person that reported it might have seen the Shadow Drake, might have seen Morak, and just been
Fair
like,
enough.
"Hey, that's a new creature. I gotta report it." We get those a lot.
Fair enough.
All right.
Think about
Oh.
that actually.
Okay, so first plan, we shoot down whatever's flying. Then we go to the Shadow Drake. If it's one and the same, then we found the Shadow Drake.
Alright, then. I think that's all we're taking, unless someone else was interested in anything else, like the Etten,
What's this one is?
No.
Yeah.
Etten or
Oh.
the manufacturing.
Yeah, what is that?
That's what was the trees, isn't it? I imagine.
It's fine.
Alright, then yeah. I guess
Oh,
that's
well,
all we're
I'll
getting
see
for now.
those.
Right. Don't forget, gotta go to the Ronas to get your reward.
Alright
Yeah,
then.
but we're having that dinner tonight still, right? I think.
Aye.
We don't know when we're having it, but you know,
Yeah.
better to be prepared than anything else.
Yeah.
And also, Nemesis didn't even agree to this dinner. She thought that Trothanar was very impolite.
I was hungry.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that's how that happened.
Rothnarr
Trothanar just wants food. Good food.
Yes.
Isn't that basically the premise? Like, he just wants food.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with the smelly dirt child.
Everybody just wants free food.
A meal is a meal.
A meal, my
Nemesis
kingdom
does not
for a meal.
understand going day to day without food.
What is this? Is that,
She's
She
just
probably
like,
also doesn't understand how to farm.
okay, that looks
She
like...
doesn't understand a lot of things. She
yeah.
doesn't even understand what she is. So.
Alright. So,
Yeah, come do a picture. Grab this picture.
what is your plan then?
Okay.
Are we gonna go turn the stuff into oh my god, the Ronas?
Yeah,
You are really
Yeah.
struggling
Yeah.
to
the
say their name.
raviolis. The raviolis.
Okay.
Take me to Forloli.
Thinking Romanovs. I really do.
That sounds familiar. Like,
Why
where-
do you think it's
why?
Romanovs? Are you studying like Russian history or something?
It
I
sounds-
mean,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of Russian history, but you know,
Isn't there a show?
She just wants to know about her glorious comrade.
Yeah, wasn't that
Oh,
the name of the czar that also had that
Are you-
also
are
had
you guys
Rasputin
serious?
among them?
Oh boy, here we go. Anyway, to avoid the sidetrackingness.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
you make your way back to the Treetop District, and they let you through as you... Thankfully, because you had mentioned it on the wayside about what demise your parchment had, and the fact that you still have the Rona seal, they let you through and back to Mongery, who is once again sitting at his desk. Oh,
Uncle.
Nemesis, it's good to see you back.
Nemesis.
It's
He almost
good
says that,
to
like-
be out of the sewers.
I've
He almost says
heard.
that like I didn't expect you to come back.
I heard we had received a complaint from one of the guards. Said that he
Oh,
felt that he was
you?
harassed a bit.
He refused to let me out.
Well, from what I heard, you didn't go back through the way you came in. So, as far as he was aware, no one was meant to show up. It's fine.
Well-
It's fine.
You'll have to excuse me. I had
You're
a
nobility. You get
moment
nobility
of
privileges.
insanity.
It's quite all right, Nemesis. It's quite all right. So, I have also been informed that you were successful in clearing out whatever caused the cave-in. Yes.
Yes.
As far as we're aware of.
Yeah.
Unless we didn't actually solve the problem. That would be
Yes,
funny if we didn't actually.
It
We
was a
turned
bunch.
in evidence of it to Tyr.
Yeah, it was a bunch of Umbra hulks and something called a bullet.
That sounds about right. We know of a few burrowing creatures, and we have had dealings with those kind of monsters before. So,
That
I'm fairly convinced that was probably the cause. They tend to cause cave-ins. Good. I can authorize beginning of the repairs. How bad was the flooding, may I ask?
The entire fourth level was completely flooded.
From what we can tell.
Right, okay, I'll need to make sure we order water-breathing potions. And the third level?
It was okay.
The third level wasn't
probably-
near as bad.
There's probably a bunch of burrowed holes in it, but didn't seem flooded.
Well, hopefully
Oh
that
yes,
will...
the walls were destroyed.
yeah.
Well, I will hope that buys some time then. Very well. Right. Now, the reward. Well, it is quite an ask, so that is 800 gold for yourself, Nemesis. And he just pulls out a big sack of gold from a drawer and just hands it to you. And I believe one of your retainers asked for a dinner to be held as a thank you as well.
Aye.
Well,
Yes, he
you
did
must...
very rudely.
It's quite alright. You must forgive me, we will not be able to dedicate a dinner just for yourself. However, there is a dinner with the matriarch Selena and our Grand Paladin and the Lord General. You are more than free to join in on that meal should you wish.
When is it?
It is tonight, actually.
Alright, so we each get 133 gold. And it's 0.33, so, like, I don't know, someone gets
Free
an extra gold.
Repeating.
One of
Repeating,
one
of
one
course.
of you gets free silver and free copper, we'll say.
Yeah. Alright.
Wait, how much was it per person?
133.
We each get 133. And then someone will get, like, 3 silver and copper.
That would be the I believe.
So should I make sure that arrangements are made for you to join us tonight then, or?
I think that will be fine then.
Very well.
Yes.
I will notify the cooks and everyone. Just to be sure, there's nothing that you particularly don't eat. Yes. No.
Pretty sure not serving cumin or anything, so.
Very well.
It's been a long time since I've had actually good food. I'm excited to eat anything.
You haven't had any, like, fine dwarven ale or anything?
I can see what we can muster up. Unfortunately, most of our ale is human-made, but I'm sure we have a few dwarven beverages for whenever ambassadors from the dwarven kingdoms come by. So I believe we can accommodate.
How about elven wine?
Elven, I will certainly see if we've got any available. We've used quite a bit of it.
You by any chance have pumpkin?
No.
Do you, by any
Okay.
chance, have manners? You could at least say please.
Pumpkin spice.
It is
pumpkin spice ale. Do you have any butterbeer?
Nemesis'
understand
face is,
that.
like, red from embarrassment.
Yeah, Gloria doesn't care about you, so she doesn't mind.
You will keep strange company, Miss Farlow. I will try to make the necessary arrangements, and, yes, I shall make the matriarch, the Grand Paladin, and the Lord General aware of your coming.
Very well then. I am so sorry about them.
It doesn't...
I'll take beer back.
Don't worry, we have to deal with Tyr every year he wins the tournament. This is quite normal for us.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of Tyr, he also told us to tell you... Oh god, I'm so bad with names. Why do you give people names, Tom?
Because
He told
it
us
gives a
to tell you
connection
that Leroy
we did
didn't
campaign
make
that.
it.
Yeah.
I see. I will make sure that his next of kin are aware. It's only right for us to do that as a citizen of Exeter. Very well. I must see to the preparations for the repairs and for the dinner. When you hear the bell toll for the dawning of night, then head back here with the seal. They will let you through. As I said, please do come in a respectable attire.
Of course, I will make sure that my retainers, one specifically, bathes and cleans himself.
If you could. Very well, that will be all. Thank you for giving this news to me, and I guess I shall see you at the dinner. He just kind of like looks,
Very level.
begins writing on the parchment, just kind of like waves you off.
Just kind of walk out, kind of glaring at everyone.
Okay, I have to go help my mom in pain. I'm back. So what happened the last like 2 minutes?
Lots
Apparently
of
Nemesis
talking.
glaring at. Well, apparently Nemesis glared
died
at
from
us.
embarrassment.
Yeah, but that's what was happening before I left.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Yeah, we basically just told him that the guy died. Oh my god, names.
Oh yeah, you're
Liren.
yeah, we're supposed to mention
His
that.
name is Liren.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Why do I give names? So that I can have stuff like this. And
Where
the
we
fact,
forget them?
yeah, and the fact that, you know, it brings the world to life.
I realize this. I really just need to write down every single name. I'm so bad with names.
Whatever. Okay, so
Ugh.
you are led outside of Castle Rona. What do you all do now? Keep in mind that since you've
it's so
done
cute.
like your stuff, it's been about an hour or so, an hour and a half.
Okay, so our
because of the
clothes
conflict.
and weapons aren't done yet.
Your weapon is done, Trofnar's isn't.
Look at this. I just thought it was pretty cute.
Wait, what did I miss?
We're just
What did I
figuring
miss?
out where to go now. It's been an hour
About an hour and a
since
half.
like we
give
did
or take.
everything. So
In theory, we could
our
do
stuff
the.
isn't ready yet.
In theory, we could do the Ghost Wolf string. To be honest, depending on how they are, your weapons would be useless anyways.
I mean, the Ghost
No.
Wolves are half a day away.
Yeah, that's what I was
so
about to say.
Like
Oh, I'm getting mixed up with some weird.
we're doing all of the quests and stuff after this.
Yeah.
How filthy are Trothnar and Gratian?
Very.
They're
The
both.
parodies.
I mean, Trofnar's a little bit clean because of being dunked by some water from Brynjolf. Gray, I mean, he's got a nice jacket that is perfectly clean, but his other clothes are rather dirty.
I thought
Where
I
did
thought they had
Okay.
cleaned themselves a little
that
bit.
jacket?
I don't know. Gratian, guess what?
What?
You're going to meet a good friend of mine. His name is Mr. Soap.
Never heard of him.
That explains a lot.
Well, yes, we definitely need to bathe both of them.
Oh yeah.
Or more specifically, you, Delson, need to bathe both of them.
Hey, I'm getting some help here.
No.
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 You.
The best I'll do is I can make a shower of water with the water that you use. That's about all I can do.
I'm not going anywhere near a
That's
naked
better
man.
than anything. That's better than anything else anyone is doing, so I'll take it.
Oh, so I guess I will actually literally be using my shape water to just toss showers of water on them. I guess.
Okay.
I guess
And
I'll
I'm
be doing
just-
that then.
Okay,
Picking up
I
my
guess
soap.
our
I don't have to
time
actually
is
look
now
at them. I just have to throw
consisting
water at
of
them.
cleaning Gratian and Trofnar.
I'll hold my soap like a weapon.
I mean, like, I'll help get, like, the twigs and stuff out of Trothnar's hair, but
Yep.
I'm not going anywhere near him naked.
Say,
Okay.
we're bathing them with their clothes on first.
Okay, so with that, for the sake of brevity and such, Trofnar and Gray, how much do you struggle against being cleaned in this
Oh,
entire
tons.
time?
Tons. Oh.
Um, what should I do for like a struggle check?
Make an athletics check, and
Athletic.
whoever is trying to, okay, whoever is trying to help clean him, make a strength check.
Good luck, y'all.
This is your
I'm
averages. This is your averages going against his. Okay, so
Okay,
it looks
hold
like
on.
Gray's also struggling
Yeah.
against it.
I'm just throwing water at them. So what do I? Do I?
You
I don't
said
think-
an athletics check.
So if you're trying to stop them from thrashing about and such, a strength check.
Strength check, okay.
And I guess Belom, I would say making an Arcana check for yourself.
Damn.
Okay. Because I'm just throwing water and I'm using my shape water spell.
Okay. So, despite Nate's best effort, he essentially gets hose piped by Floriana.
Yeah, it was a dispel, which kind of allows me to just control water as long as it's around me.
And as for Trofnar, okay, so for the next 2 hours, you, in what essentially can be summarized as a montage of just comedic value, you all try, and in some cases fail, to get these two people clean for the lunch. Unfortunately, Gray is not able to escape after getting essentially hose-piped by Floriana, so he's made clean. Trofnar gets a little bit lucky. Like, because of Floriana rolled that high on the Arcana, he does get, like, drenched thoroughly, but stuff like getting the debris out of his beard and such, he's just being too slippery to get a hold of for that one.
You were the one that wanted food.
Exactly. If you
I don't
don't
think I have to
make
wash
your,
it. Get it.
if you don't wash up, that's it. We're locking you in this room. You get nothing.
You go
Any
to
of
bed.
you hold me on
No.
it.
No soup for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 hours have passed. They're mostly presentable. As I said, Trofnar still has a lot of debris in his beard and his hair and
Mostly.
such, but mostly, they'd probably be okay with that once you get some fancy clothes.
I'm just going to hand him a comb and say, brush it out.
Don't hand him
Right.
the comb. He might try and eat it.
I was about to, okay. I snap off one of one of the teeth of the comb and use it as a toothpick.
Alright, so it's been about 2 hours. What do you do now?
I am going to stab you in your
So
sleep.
that should mean that our stuff is done now, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the sun is starting to go down at this point.
Okay, then yeah, we should
'Cause it's
go
winter.
back, get our stuff, and then the
Okay, so where do you go first?
let's get
Let's get the weapons.
Yeah, let's go get our weapons.
Okay. So, you make your way to the smithery. You can see that the door is closed, but you can still hear you can hear a sort of scratching noise. And as you enter, you can see, again, on the same workbench is Gus with a familiar axe engraving the last little bit into its side. As he finishes placing, he turns around and says, "Oh, good timing, units. First things first," and he hands you your warhammer. It mostly looks the same. It has it's a bit more like blocky, essentially like more sharper edges and such, but it's your warhammer, clearly.
Now she has to sharpen her.
No, it doesn't need sharpening. It's just, unfortunately, I had to essentially melt down the metal and reforge it. Unfortunately, I don't have a matching mold, but
You're a poor baby.
But that was an out of character
Poor
joke.
baby.
That was an out of character joke for you, Tom, because I
What?
think you know what I mean.
yeah.
Sharpening a hammer.
Oh yes, I'm aware. Monster Hunter.
Exactly.
Just sharpen your hammer. It'll hit harder. For some reason.
I'm sure through use it will, the edges will dull a bit and it will look a bit more like it was when I gave it. And as for this one, just 1 second. Just scratched a bit more and then, there we go. And the axe for the admirer of Nemesis Fallow. Here you go. And you can see on one side, you can see, like, essentially, it's not amazing. It's like a 6-year-old drawing, like, daffodils and bees. But on the other side, like, clear across the other side of the blade, it has Nemesis Fallow is the best. And he's put a little love heart in there as well.
Wait,
Oh
is there
my
also the Raven emblem?
No, he said that he couldn't do that because of the handle. The handle wasn't big enough.
Yeah. Alright,
well.
alright.
Oops, crap. I just accidentally closed
Oh
out
my
that.
god. Who's gonna give it to him?
It's interesting. I
We'll
didn't notice
have
you
the
doing
dirt child do it. Nate.
What?
Wait,
It's-
no, wait. You know what? I want to see the look on his face. I'm going
Okay,
to
I'll follow you out too.
Thank you so much, Gus.
Thank you. Thank you a lot.
It is rather weird to see units have this much joy, but I'm glad.
I'm just sorry that they couldn't get the emblem of an old dear friend of mine. Oh well.
Very well. Good day to you all then. And he just,
Thank
as he
you,
walks out, he
thank you.
closes the
Thank you.
door. So, who's giving the axe to Trofnot, and which side is he going to see first?
Oh my god. Okay, let's show him the flower side first,
Yes.
Okay. and I'll hand it to him.
Okay, so Trofnot. Nemesis has once again the creepy Joker smile essentially, as she
Can I also be grinning just behind her?
Yes, as she hands you the axe and looking at it, like you observe like the most important part, the sharp part of the blade, and yeah, it doesn't show signs of acid. It's a nice clean sheen on it, and as you observe the rest of it, you notice a marking on the axe. In fact, as you look closer, you can see several markings. It looks like a 6-year-old just drew some bees and daffodils on it. Like dented, like cut into the metal.
Am I inside or outside?
You're looking at it with the blade facing towards you. That's the side that has
No.
the
Am
DM.
I inside the smithery?
You
or
are outside the smithery.
Outside.
Yeah, we're outside right now.
I make wrong little pictures now. I can find it.
So I am just fucking seething with rage.
And as you turn it around to see the other side, you can see going through the entire side of the blade, the words Nemesis Fallow is the best, and at the end of it is a love heart.
I fucking hate everyone.
Can I just hold my hand up to high five Nemesis?
Oh my god, I'm gonna high five him back.
It was totally worth it. It was worth it.
As you guys are laughing, you can just see a few people just looking by, just like utterly confused, seeing these two people just laughing their heads off.
How close am I to Nemesis?
You are within 5 feet of her.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you're right next to me. I gave you the axe.
Yes.
Okay, with the end, like the bottom of the base of the handle of the axe, can I please smash her in the nose?
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
How
Can I
you
cutting words it?
I would say no, Delson, because you are laughing too
holding
hard.
the axe with 2 hands,
Yep.
reading Nemesis Fallow is the best, and literally it's going bash with the other end.
Yep, so go ahead and make
I
an
don't
attack,
know
essentially
how
with a
you
great
can reach
axe.
my nose, but okay.
What should I do?
Just a normal attack, basically.
Okay, so D20 plus 4.
Should
It's
I
essentially
roll
like doing
against
your
this,
normal
or am
great
I
axe
just
attack.
laughing too hard?
Because, yeah.
Okay.
Delson, you cannot cutting words just because you are laughing too hard.
Fair point. Fair enough.
If you're laughing, it's not cutting enough.
That is a d12 plus 4. I said to roll the attack, not the damage.
Oh, is that
Oh,
really an
shit.
Iskander's rider? Oh, that is an Iskander's outfit. That's pretty cool.
I want to be a Skandar. I want to be the ultimate pro.
I think that's a
crit.
That is a crit.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, roll a
Gonna knock her
d6
out.
plus your strength modifier.
A what plus what?
D6 plus your strength modifier.
D6 plus. Okay, D6 plus 4.
Yep.
You're gonna just knock her out.
Yep.
Oh,
That is 16 points of damage.
oh my god. Okay, I guess
You're
you really did not
just
like
laughing,
that
you're just laughing, and then as you open your eyes slightly just to check your surroundings, you just watch as a great axe handle smashes you in the face. As you stagger back a bit and pull your hands away, Your nose is bleeding.
No, I will expend a spell slot to heal this up.
Okay.
My beautiful nose.
Thank God we had that speech earlier.
I'm still laughing though. I'm like holding my nose and kind of crying a bit, but you're like, it's not sure if it's tears of joy or tears of pain.
Yeah, I'll expend a level 2 spell slot just to heal up the princess.
Okay, go
Oh
ahead
my
and
God,
do your roll.
so worth it.
Sounds like kind of a high spell slot.
So that is 12. So you heal 12 points of
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Okay.
I was thinking of maybe I could, while he's doing it, stop him by punching him in the face.
I mean, you can make an attack roll against him if you want, but it won't stop him.
Alright.
If you do that, do you really want to risk getting the fire, the
That's
flames?
my favourite axe. That was literally my only prized possession, you utter prick. It's like the only thing that ties me to my old family, you dickheads.
Well, to be honest, now if we were to go where you were,
Was that-
they
was
won't
that
know who
D20?
you are.
Yeah, so
Was that a
D20 plus 4.
Can I cut it words? Can I actually?
No, because he was doing it while you were casting.
Oh,
Okay. No, that doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So you just watch as Delson starts to use the healing spells. You kind of reach out to punch him. He notices him, like, dips back as he finishes the spell. Nemesis, your nose instantly stops bleeding. It's still a little bit red and a little bit bruised, but it's not as bad as it was.
Oh, for fuck's sake, okay, I was trying to break it.
Trying to ruin her pretty face.
Yeah, of course. You ruined
Well,
my
I
axe.
mean, her nose is still bruised.
Yeah. That was.
The image is too old. There's nothing other than fixed ignite.
That was
This was-
completely worth it.
Yes, it was. Come on,
Also,
let's go
we
get.
should probably never ever let Trosnar have our weapons.
Yeah. We should now
Oh,
go
no.
get our. We should now go get our clothes, and
Yes.
and I think I can finally get my armor. So I'll go and get my armor first, and I'll head up and get the clothes.
Okay, so you head into the more workshop station area of the Coggles manufactory. As you arrive there, you can see one of the employees is also there. You wave him down. You mention what it is as. Yes. 1 second. And he runs off into one of the storerooms. About 5 or so minutes pass before he comes out carrying a wrapped up package. There we go. That would be your studded leather armor. And he passes it towards you.
Thank you very much.
Very well, good day to you. And instantly heads back to work. Alright, so you then head around into the basically textile section. And when you arrive, you can see the Dragonborn is actually snoozing on a stool next to the wall. And as you just like come in, she just like says, "Oh, yes. Welcome to." Oh, wait, you're the ones that had the fancy clothes. Yes, come in. And he steps up to the counter.
Oh yeah, how goes the checking in the back?
We do actually have one. Not your size, needs a bit of tailoring, but we do have an outfit for there. That will be by tomorrow because we've only just found it, and this particular section of the manufactory is closing soon.
Okay.
But we do have it, so you'll be able to collect it tomorrow, I'm sure. I'll just need a few measurements from you so that we can get that all arranged.
I can pay it in full right now.
Very well, that will be 10 gold.
Got it. Just give her the gold.
Very
Of
well,
course.
and she pulls out a tape measure. Apologies, I will need to get some measurements just to see the difference that I need to make.
I graciously allow her to get the measurement.
Alright, so
Rather
I'm
easily.
really excited about
Well,
this.
we already
outfit.
have the measurements from before.
Alright, so She didn't. So she after the measurement, she kind of rings a bell again, and the door opens. You can see what appears to be an orc, morally employed, just like opens the door and just leans in. It's like, alright, just leans over to the side and hands over several neatly folded outfits. As the Dragonborn like closes the door, almost on the orc's face in excitement, and she just skips over to the bench and places it down. She separates them all and just essentially just quietly beckons to show them. The outfits are rather beautifully made. You can see one of them, which appears to be more suited for Nemesis. It's like a long ballroom gown, which is a emerald green color with a trailing sort of, the dress trails at the end. For Floriana, essentially it's a what's it called? Essentially a yellowish green ballerina dress, essentially. With the skirt, yeah, tutu. That was the word. The word was completely there, but obviously, the skirt, goes down normally. It is mostly a light green color, but on the edges, it is like a solid golden yellow color.
Well, I don't like it, but
for Evelyn, it's essentially a pair of robes with it's essentially similar to the ones that Evelyn has currently, but with a different color change.
Yay!
Yay! And for all the males, it's actually all relatively the same. A similar sort of Victorian England light green suit with a solid white shirt with sort of yellow highlights around the cuffs and everything, and a green top hat for all of you. All the males even.
That's great.
I graciously put on the top hat.
Yep.
Thank you.
Your hat.
As you put on the jacket, you actually notice that the jacket. You actually
hat.
You actually notice that the jacket part actually has essentially sort of like a. It's not really a flap. It's essentially like a small cloak that only goes down to the center of the back. It's sort of angled like that, but it has a intricate flowery pattern on the edge of it.
Ooh. Nice. Very nice.
I'm sure that the Rona family will certainly appreciate this. Do give them my regards.
I think I might come sell it back to you after I'm done.
Oh,
I'm definitely keeping this.
I'm keeping the royal jacket.
May I know the name of the lovely...
It's the same, I just flat out don't like the colors. It actually doesn't sound too bad design-wise, it just flat out, I don't like the colors.
Unfortunately, it wasn't made by yours truly. It was simply made through the hard work and machinery of the Coggles manufactory.
Oh, thank you, machines.
These are
Yeah,
not
machines is a weird
Warforged.
phrasing.
These are not Warforged, dear. They are not sentient.
They're taking
He's
our
trying to flirt with you. He flirts with everything. Don't mind him.
Right. Noted. Well, thank you for doing business. I must ask you to leave. We are closing up shop now.
Got it.
Of course. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. It is quite literally my job.
I'm taking my outfit and going to the nearest place where I can change.
If you wish to change now, I suppose I can let you quickly use our changing rooms.
Everybody just shuffles into the changing rooms.
I guess
I
that's
mean,
we have to hurry up to dinner, don't we?
I guess if we're gonna change, that's cool.
Yeah, we do kind of have to hurry. So, guess so.
Just
Yeah.
hurries in,
You
throws
can always
Wow.
change in the castle itself.
I mean, I think I'd prefer to change in the castle.
an opportunity to steal.
That is true.
When can I buy
Do
the
we hear that, or is that out of character?
Jeez.
the opportunity
You
to steal.
said
Did
an
you say that in
opportunity
character
to
or out of
steal.
character?
Up to you.
Yes.
It'd be nice if I can actually get the robe side made for her, which allows her to just mimic any
Alright,
form
yeah,
of clothing, as long as it's clothing.
Change in the castle because, like, I don't know what's going to happen. What if it gets dirty? Like,
Yeah, which
Fine,
keep in
I'll
mind,
change in the castle
keep in
too.
mind, as I said, Nemesis, your dress is again it's like a your ballroom dress that has a tail essentially that trails.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
then I'm
Can I-
definitely changing the castle. Like,
Oh yeah. And on
To
the
the
one
castle.
the castle, can I actually polish off my rapier's sheath?
All right, so we'll say for the sake of brevity then that you guys head towards the castle. At this point,
Yeah.
as you're making your way there, you do hear the bell ring to signify that night has properly fallen, and you are let in very quickly. It appears that they were expecting you. As you arrive in, Mongery is actually in the main hall and greets you. Ah, welcome, welcome. I suppose you, I assume you've got proper attire?
yes, we just need a place to change.
Right. Follow me, please. And he walks you basically back the way up towards his office, but a little bit further on, he just opens one door, keeps walking up to the one. Very well, ladies and gentlemen, choose whichever room you prefer, and by all means, come out when you're done. Don't worry about your current clothing. These doors will remain locked until the end of the dinner.
Of course, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Kind of turn
Oh yeah,
around
I got distracted a bit.
I bolt into like the
I had no problems
second
getting my
door.
I had no problems getting my repaired clothing, right?
No, you get your repaired clothing as well.
I thought so. I was like, I got
will-
distracted. I forgot. I meant to ask about it, but I got distracted with everyone's other's clothing and how I hated mine.
Before Gratian and Trothnar go in, I'll kind of grab them and whisper, "If you two try anything, I will have your heads." Just kind of shove them in the room.
I can't just act like a spoiled rich kid.
Oh yeah,
What is
can
that
I
supposed
tie?
to act like?
Oh yeah, can I actually brush out my hair and then tie it back?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I mean,
it's
nothing's
what you
stopping
guys
you, yeah.
decide to do to make yourselves look presentable while you're in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go ahead, go in, get changed into probably like thousands of layers. It took a while to get dressed back then.
I mean, so this is a simple
Yeah.
green ballroom dress with the tail part.
If only I had a cane.
Kind of admiring myself in the mirror.
My
That's the
clothing's
thing that's
pretty
gonna take
simple.
the longest, is separating Nemesis from them.
I mean,
I'm
my
Just
my
gonna keep my rapier on the side with. Now that she's polished, though, the same emblem on the blade will now be showing.
Okay. So, nice.
Gonna try and get your foot into the door.
So I assume
No, I'm
you're
just
assuming
being
that's the pre-prepping, the getting ready that you're doing, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, as
I will also help out these idiots so that they will look very presentable.
okay, do the two of you let it happen, or
You know what? Fine.
Trothnar's gonna be wearing a suit and looking like a leprechaun.
Hidey, 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 ho.
that would work if he was a gnome.
Yeah. By the way, in my mind, my suit is literally the suit that what's his face? Ron Weasley wore to prom in Harry Potter, but green.
I would say it looks more like the outfit that the Fat Controller wears in Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, I get exactly what you mean.
Yeah, but obviously it's more of a greenish color.
Oh.
So I do look like a leprechaun. God damn
Yeah,
it.
probably gonna look at just by having him quick card up.
Yeah, essentially that's the suit that the males are all wearing. Something similar to the Fat Controller's outfit.
Yeah.
That's
Out of curiosity, what sort of is an unusual like dwarven fine dress?
Yep. Give me a second. Someone's just letting a bunch of fireworks off, and that's got my dogs crazy.
Yeah, I think I hear a little
Wait,
bit of
the
that.
Yeah, you can hear that,
Controller.
can't you? You can probably see the flashes. Is that... When's that taking place?
You hear that? Wait, see the flashes? Like,
Potentially.
uh,
Oh, there it is.
I can't really tell. I think the lighting's not good enough to do that.
Yeah, well, it's,
Wait, isn't that Sir Topham Hat?
Now my dogs are not very happy. Give me a second. I gotta calm them down.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that the Fat Controller?
How do I want? Nobody has good. Nobody's overture.
God, we're just gonna have like a Trostnar outfit for every holiday season.
Yes, we are.
I hate you guys so much.
And all of them will look weird.
Kill.
We can make one of those like calendars, but with Trostnar.
What?
Yeah.
Chopping up yeah.
I mean, I'll try.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Nothing cheers you up after a bad day at work like drawing Trostnar in a dumb outfit.
I know.
That's a statement.
It's true. It's actually really therapeutic to do that.
Yeah, you've told me it's the best thing in the world, apparently, drawing me ridiculously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was actually
Is it 'cause
wondering
I'm
what I would draw
such a
him for
serious
the
role?
spring outfit, which type of flower I'd put him in.
And what
Oh
type?
my God.
What type are you going to put him in?
Yes. What type of flower do you
They are
prefer
gonna be very
Trostnar to be
jumpy.
dressed as?
Give him a sunflower.
No, that's a bit basic. Let me have a look. I want something bright and purple.
Couple.
We're making a calendar for Trostnar.
Calendar.
Very basic.
Do you know Bougainvillea?
Hmm?
Oh, we were just talking about seasonal outfits for Trostnar.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a second. Gotta stop the dogs again.
We can make Google link.
This is a really bad timing for just this crap.
Bougainvillea. An interesting looking thing. Never heard of it before.
I kind of want to do that now. A calendar with all the D&D characters.
You can if you think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I mean, each of us can get like, I don't know, our own little section, like our own month or something, and there's 6 of us, so we'd each get 2.
Yeah, but I can't draw.
2 cast.
I'm circulating. I'm circulating.
I gotta start sketching. Oh, hey, I already had it open. Sweet.
We've given her ideas.
Oh, so many ideas.
I mean, we've got, you know, the new fine clothing, we've got Trostnar and seasonal gear, we've got the
Yeah, but like,
calendar.
I'm the only one who's going to be affected in this.
Oh god, what? Is it? Oh god. Is it that I just imagined this? I see a frickin'.
I mean, for December, I kind of planned on everybody having a snow day, and MC's just rolling Trostnar up in a giant snowball.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
D&D.
Oh god, is it that I just had a freaking kill a kill thought and just imagined Delson doing what the freaking teacher was doing?
No, he is not going to be doing a speech. I will not allow it.
No, it's the speech!
Oh my god.
That was always a funny line.
Him and his freaking light up nipples.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I am
How
so
does that
happy I
even,
don't want
how does that even work?
I don't know.
Actually, you know what? That's dumb enough. I kind of want to do it.
No,
What have you done?
Unnecessarily funny censorship.
No, don't do
Sobakin.
that. If it's in the calendar, can I request that I have July and then some other month?
Just somebody message me the dates that or the months that you want, and I'll work out it.
I don't really care about the other month. The month I do care about is July.
Okay.
Can I shock
I don't know.
Can I shop
Florian
on
is
December
winter
then?
themed, so you could take December if nobody wants it.
Of course,
what else
Evie's
is
taking June.
Oh, I
Hold
want.
on, let's talk about this later. We'll all like send the month that we
Yeah.
want, like in the chat and stuff.
Okay, my dogs have just gone down the path of all-out borfing, so I'll just have to deal with what they're doing.
Bork.
Yes,
Bork, bork, bork.
whatever.
All of those modern warfare.
So, you all come out with your respectable outfits, and Mungary leads you. Speak of the devil, there's another one. Leads you towards a large set of double doors at the end of the hallway. As you all arrive at the doors, Mungary turns around and says, if you can please wait, I shall announce your arrival. And he quickly opens the door and goes in. A few seconds later, you hear Mungary speak up and say, may I have your attention, gentlemen? I wish to introduce our guests for this evening, Nemesis Fallow and her retainers. You hear the doors open up, and you arrive in a very large... Sorry, our breath run up and down the stairs a lot trying to calm him down. Sorry. A very large dining hall with... I'm also trying to find a certain track here, because there's a lot of tracks that I got. No, I can't find. Yeah, because I don't want to choose the wrong one, because otherwise it'll go da 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 or something like that.
Have like playing.
Oh, there we go, this one. So, you arrive in a large dining hall. You can see a solid stone table going from one end to the other. There's currently no food there, but you can see two other individuals that are sitting there. Well, one of them is standing, the other one is simply sitting down, leaning over. You see one of them is a human in what appears to be fully clad plate mail with his helmet just sitting there on the table. He has very messy, like, helmet hair and dark brown eyes, and as he's just leaning back on the table, he's just glaring slightly. You can see another one. It is a silver-scaled dragonborn. You can see on the right side of his face, he has a red tattoo of what appears to be a snake going from the top of his eye ending to just below his mouth. You see that he's got a chainmail outfit on with a simple brown tunic underneath with cloudy grey eyes. As he's standing there, you can see he is actually doing what appears to be a form of salute as he's looking at you all. As you arrive at the table, the Dragonborn sits down as you all take your seats. Mungary... My dog's still going crazy. Mungary speaks up and says, may I introduce you to... he beckons to the Dragonborn. This is Grand Paladin Tiberius of the Paladins of Bright Spark, and beckons to the human. And this is Lord General Alabas, the leading general of the Exter Guards.
It is a pleasure to meet you both.
Well, mate, friend.
Greetings.
The Dragonborn. Fucking my goddamn dogs! I am so sorry, guys.
Can I give the Dragonborn a salute in return?
The dogs.
A dog, my kingdom, or a dog. As I am now mentally scarred. For reasons. You know the reason.
Alright. Oh, by the way, you guys, type in your respective months for the calendar.
No, don't do sessions on bonfire night because...
Okay.
So you're gonna end off here during the middle of the bit?
You what?
anything about ending off?
Oh,
Huh?
no.
Okay, so I'll just continue the music again from the beginning again, sorry. Alright, so Tabarus nods and just says, "It is indeed good to meet your acquaintance, Miss Fallow." And Alibus just like,
Is something the matter?
yeah, I'm looking at it.
I like this guy.
Does he recognize this?
Hey, what the fuck's your problem, mate?
Yeah, do I know this guy?
You do not. It's not a person that
Does
you
he
know.
know it? Okay, maybe he just knows you.
Have I done something to offend you?
Yeah, it's called being part of the Fallows. At this point, Tiberus speaks up. Alibus, please, control your temper and your fire. I may not be keen that a Paladin of Tyr is here, but you don't see me throwing insults and venom at them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's because you're a fucking coward, Tiberus.
Well, I'm sure that both of you would be very, very happy to know that I, for one, am not associated with the Paladins of Tyr anymore, and two, I do not speak for my family.
You're still a fallow. For me, that's the problem. Alibus, please. Regardless, it is good to make your acquaintance, Miss Fallow.
It is good to make yours as well.
After a few minutes of kind of awkward silence, Mongeri speaks up again. May you all rise for the Grand Matriarch, Selena Cornivus de Lorlan Rona.
That's quite a name.
I shall rise. As-
Noble's got really long names. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up too.
Wow.
Kind of give
I'm-
our inspiration the glare
Yeah.
of death.
I'm picking my nose at this moment.
Alright. So,
Is Trotnar by me?
if you want it to be the case.
Can I
Yeah,
be
yeah.
by Nemesis too?
Like, I'll pull Trotnar up out of his seat.
This is where I cast
Yep.
magic missile into the darkness.
And then can I give us a quick jab in the arm?
Sure, so a rather awkward side of the table of just like Nemesis just pulling Trofnar up by the scruff of his neck before she gets like elbowed in the side. But eventually the large doors on the other side open upwards, and you see two figures emerge from it. Both of them are tieflings. You can see one of them in a long light green dress, similar to the one that Nemesis has. She's very tall, at least 6 feet, with long grey hair that goes down to the small of her back. But you notice that with the bangs that she's got, her right bang has got a red highlight closer to her eyes, which, noticing her eyes are a coal black, which makes the whites of her eyes seem unnaturally bright against her dark skin and such. The only other noticeable thing that you see is that she has white lipstick adding onto it. Her horns are in an odd position, and not only that, but they're thin and small, kind of like a gazelle's horns. They come out from behind and a little bit below the ear, loop outwards towards her shoulders before looping back in, giving a sort of appearance of essentially of hooped earrings. And with her appears to be a much smaller tiefling, appears to be a child in a small light blue dress and skirt with a pink hat that looks similar to a beret. You can see from here that she has horns coming out of her head, but they appear to only be like starting to grow out. So they're about, you would have to say, about an inch in length. Very bright blue eyes. Her skin is a paler shade than Selena. And you notice that she has her mouth like slightly ajar, with her top teeth like resting on her lower lip, with her fangs just hidden by the lower parts by her lower lip. As you all, as they arrive and sit down, Mongri asks you all to sit. My dogs are still barking. I apologize, but I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
They're going to be barking this
Yeah.
entire time.
Don't follow the order.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, sit down.
Yeah,
down.
I would mute myself if I could, but I can't effectively.
Yeah, I will immediately sit as soon as told.
You can sit as
Yeah.
appropriate. I'm just kind of going with the motions now.
All right, so as you all sit, Selena looks towards you, Nemesis, and just smiles and says, Mungri told me that you were going to be joining us today, Nemesis. It is good to see you again. I haven't seen you since you were a child.
Yes, it's good to see you again too.
And you do recognize her. Vaguely, because you were very young, but you do recognize her. After a few minutes, the meal arrives. You can see that it is... For Nemesis, this is a typical, like, feast that you normally have. So this is well within your element, basically. And for the rest of you, see that there's just plates stacked high with meats and vegetables, fish, and various wines and ales. As they begin, like, placing plates down and drinks, Mongri actually places a tankard down in front of Trofnar and says, I happen to have had some platinum whole ale here for you. Took a bit of work, but we found it.
How big is the container?
So it's just a tankard, but it is filled to the
Okay, I
brim.
down it in about 5 seconds and just go, you got any more?
I'll get them to bring the keg. And he just heads
Aye.
off to
Should be
heads off towards
That's
what's
the
a
way.
different room.
No, that's
I'll
expected.
just politely accept a plate and a small glass of wine.
All right, and it is elven wine. It appears that they still had some in reserve. And as you dig into the the meats and the food and such, Selena turns to Yulan and says, "So you were the group that helped deal with our problem in the bowl, yes?"
Aye, that was us.
Yes, it was.
Had a few escapes, but we did all right for ourselves.
It was.
Of course, if it wasn't for me, that'll be dead and swimming around in shite at the moment. But hey,
Was us, and forgive his rashness, Madame Rona.
Oh no,
He
that's quite
is-
all right. We are used to it. We have to deal with that every year, so this is par for the course. What's an extra day of some slightly unruly guests?
I apologize. He's meant for protection, not manners.
Ah, well, I'm very well aware of that one. And it seemed only right to allow you for this one, for a fellow noble, and two, for the Plain Hunters Guild. It seems only fair to offer a lunch, shall we say?
well, what else would it be then? What else would you
That's
call it then?
I don't know. Why is that
Again.
so odd? Why is that
Again,
so odd?
I thank you for this, Madame.
Aye, cheers, love.
I
Really
don't know,
appreciate it.
Beloved, it might feel a bit off because I'm being distracted by my dogs all the goddamn time right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Maybe. It just felt like it seemed fishy to me.
No, I'm
Like,
being
it sounded
distracted
weird.
by my dogs all the goddamn time because
Okay,
obviously
I
they're
guess
not...
that's all the thing.
Because
Okay.
they're not... You
Yeah.
don't even need to make an insight check. I am literally just being distracted by these fuckers.
Yeah. As for what seems fishy,
Cheers.
you notice there is a fish
Oh,
nearby
yes.
you,
a bunch of fish,
Yes,
actually.
something smells fishy. You look down. There is a smoked fish
Yeah.
on your plate. Oh, well, that's what it was then.
Lots of stray dogs around here, it sounds like.
Okay, dokie.
Okay,
I actually rather will enjoy the fish.
all right. So, I'm going to try one more time to show up my dogs. Give me a second.
Alright.
Okay.
Wait, so have we all got on our food by now?
Yeah, we all have
I
our
assume
food.
so.
We're sitting at the table conversing.
Yeah,
Apparently
I'm
some
sipping
guy
on
has
wine.
the problem with me.
I'm
So,
sipping on wine like an
essentially-
actual person, not chugging it down like a dwarf with a, like he's drinking a bunch of shots in the form of a tankard.
I'm actually drinking like a normal person.
Yeah, same.
I'm the only one who's actually respecting.
Yes.
It seems.
As Evie's just like silent.
Evie's just drinking water. All of the water.
It's much like when you're invited by a high to join their family for dinner. You give them the proper respect.
You know, I bet that like Trothnar is gonna wind up dead by the end of the evening.
By
Are
what
we going
means?
to are you going to be the ones who end up killing him, though?
Basically,
Be right back.
either
Yeah.
like Trothnar is gonna be killed by Nemesis, or Nemesis is gonna die from embarrassment.
I don't think there's anything I could do while he's AFK, but I got the last
Yeah.
mic off. It's like it would be a good time to go in, but pretty much focusing on Grand Order for now while we're gone. While he's gone.
I just have some candy nearby me,
Mhm.
and I really am cursing my luck in frickin' JP with FGO. I've gotten no gold servants, even from like the 14 days and the 20 free tickets and 60
Alright.
Saints Courts.
No, playing on the JP version.
Yeah, just starting. I mean,
Hey,
I do have like an NP2 Carmilla, but that's it.
I don't think I'd really want to play the Japanese version. I'll just stick to my English version.
I just want my Herc. That's all I want.
Hmm.
I just want the person that can carry you through the entire game. To be fair, though, it is Heracles, aka Hercules. He's used to carrying heavy things.
If that doesn't work, I give up.
Then we just ignore the dogs.
Well, you do. I kind of got no choice. But I've shifted their beds into a quieter area, so maybe that'll work. So, where was I? Oh yeah, small talk, right?
Yes.
So it was Trothnar saying like quietly, well, you know, it's the Plain Hunters owe Rona a lot, so it seems only fitting to, shall we say, reward them for that.
You made a few comments about unruly guests every year. Are you speaking about Tyr?
Yes, let's just say he knows how to party. That's what I like about him, though.
Can I do an insight
back.
check on her about Tyr?
Go ahead.
It does
Because
sound a
we
little
tried
odd.
to do that before with Tyr.
Yeah, I want to do the same.
Alright.
I don't know what we're doing.
We're doing insight checks to see if we can tell what exactly she means
If we can
by,
see if they're together or not.
or if they are
I
a
want in on
secret
that.
lover.
Oh,
Might as well try.
Wow.
I feel like I might as well try.
Right?
Okay, nope,
Oh,
I gotta
my-
stop the dogs this time because they're barking worse than normal now. Fucking
Okay.
Okay, well, if
I
they're not
did not expect to
together.
roll that high.
Hey, cool, me and Grayson. If they're not really together, we just think that they're definitely think they are. Like,
We don't know yet. Tom
I know.
has to stop dogs.
You don't know.
You don't know.
so I'm just assuming
You
we're wrong,
know.
and we just definitely think they're like screwing each other.
We think that they're pining for each other.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
For which Delson would probably just be like, just kiss already!
Well, by the way, while you guys are all playing matchmaker and, you know, a couple, Trothnar is literally ripping apart like 2 partridges and eating them.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that keg. You're not gonna finish that, are you?
That sounds like a challenge, friend.
Meanwhile, I'm actually just I'm being at a respectful, reasonable pace. You know, like a human being that respects themselves.
I'm sitting on it. That's fine.
Being.
Okay, so
I'm half human, at least.
I'll just put that there. I'll just put it in a private stuff.
So
You just-
if Evie
Okay, yeah.
wants to tell us, she can. me? Can you tell us?
There we
can
go.
Find out.
Flareon and Gray, you guys have no clue.
Keith,
Yeah,
can
you're-
you tell us?
Clueless.
I'm gonna
Like
keep my
in
mouth shut
private.
on this one.
Aw.
Alright.
You bitch.
I know I am.
I will fight you.
Do it.
This is out of character, so.
Oh,
Roll for
Okay.
Get him.
Yeah,
Do it.
please, God, do not fight at the dinner table.
Yeah.
I would
That
have
sounds
loved
the most
that.
appropriate thing to do,
Council would never
obviously.
do, actually.
But what else are we supposed to do at a dinner table?
Yeah.
I'm respectfully eating.
You take
Yeah.
your toothpicks and you
Using
stab
my
the person who
proper
you ate.
utensils.
Alrighty.
That's
So,
Right.
Sports eating the soup with the soup spoon. Salad with the salad fork.
Sure.
And an apple like an apple.
Here's one thing I'm using exclusively my hands.
alright.
Oh my God. Oh my. As Nemesis just dies on the inside.
Celine doesn't
Can I just
seem to
give-
care.
Can I just give Trotnar a look like, you fucking what, mate?
Sure.
Yeah, and I just go mouth full of cartridge. Just go. Oh, do you want some?
Oh my God.
You can see that Celine doesn't seem to
will
notice so
say-
much, but you do know that she's like forcing the smile a little bit at this point.
I will just stick to this. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm just kind of rubbing my temples a bit. So anyways, what brings your other guests here?
Oh, this would be my daughter. That would be Tiana. You see the small tiefling just kind of like she's sitting very close to Selena, and at the mention she just kind of like hides a little bit behind her. Don't worry,
Aw.
she's just a bit shy. That's all.
She's
Ah,
charming.
Very charming. I just give a little tip of the hat.
She just kind of hides a bit more.
And very shy. At least, I believe that's how it is when you're young, at least.
Unfortunately, when you are the mother of the entire... sorry, distracted by stuff.
Yeah.
When your daughter's the mother of the entire family, you tend to be introduced to a great many people.
I can certainly attest to that.
I'm certain that you can, Miss Fallow. Speaking of
Of
which,
course,
how is
I-
your mother anyway?
She's quite alright. She's her lovely self, and kind of strained to say that.
Not the word that I would use, but we shall go with that.
And, I'm sorry. It's very hard to say that myself. But yes, she's perfectly alright, as is my father and my brother.
And what of yourself? You know, what brings you here to Exeter?
Well, I came here for blood pits, originally.
Ah! Wait, you fought in the... Was that you with the helmet?
Yes, it was.
Oh. You know, Tyr spoke about how one of them, I believe you went by a stage name of Briar Tea Leaf? Talked
Yes.
about how you looked honestly ridiculous with the helmet on. Made it too easy for him, he said. Yes, but I did hear, I wasn't there unfortunately, but I did hear of your exploits.
Oh, did you?
Well, of course. Mungry told me all about it. At this point, Mungry spoke up and said, I didn't say it was you yourself, Nemesis. I did after I found out it was you. You get the point. I told her
Yes.
what happened in the fight, mentioned a group of individuals. And then you came in, same armor, same group of people, then it's, 2 and 2 together, you know?
I understand perfectly. But I had to have the helmet on because I didn't want to make a fuss.
I'm sure that would be the case for many. Besides, it would have been a rather funny thing for you to, say, take off the helmet and reveal that the winner of the Blood Pits was none other than Nemesis Fallow, the godchild of the Fallow family. That seems a bit cliche, honestly. No.
Trust me, I was more doing it for sport than any title.
Well, sometimes what people do for sport ends up becoming a title.
Well, I can certainly say that I'm not Grandmaster Paladin Kwan with his
Tiber
with
speaks
the-
up. Tiber speaks up of that one. That was a good thrashing he got. In both the fight for third and the fight against Tyr.
Oh yes, one of my retainers, Trothnar, fought him.
So it was, which one is the one you call Trofnar?
The one
Uh,
talking about potatoes.
Impolite dwarf.
Yes.
One sec, mate. Where the fuck's that ale?
Oh my god.
At this point, a little bit passes, and you just see a large, like, casket. Essentially as tall as you, just gets placed down next to you, and you watch as one of them, like, near the bottom, just, like, puts in, essentially, a tap.
That's more like it.
Can I put an apple in his mouth to get him to shut up?
You can certainly try.
Not going to bother getting my hand bit by a raving dwarf.
I must say, Mr. Trofnar, it is quite difficult to take on a Grand Paladin and, well, not come out victorious to last as long as you did.
Cheers, mate. I thought I did quite well myself, He's got a few lucky hits in, but it was very fair,
I mean, it seemed he was more, what's the word? What's the word that you humans use? I believe you humans use the word, ruffled, is it? He was quite angry after his loss against Tyr.
Infuriated. Aggravated.
His ego was bruised.
I think it was more pride than ego. When he left the Plain Hunters, he was adamant that the Paladins would be far superior, so to lose to not only a Plain Hunter, but the Plain Hunter he fought alongside with, that is quite embarrassing, especially in front of the Blood Pits.
Does he do this every year?
Oh, no. This is the first time that a Grand Paladin of one of the other gods has taken part in the Blood Pits.
I see then. I wonder why he joined now.
Well, if anything Tyr told us, keep in mind he was very drunk when he told us this, it was because he was... Quan appears to have something he wants to prove. He wants to prove that his Paladin Order is far superior to any others. I should know, I've been on the receiving end of his lectures far too long in his trip here.
Sounds petty. Okay.
In fact,
Petty.
one of his reasonings of why his is superior is the fact that Tyr blessed the Paladins, and he beckons to Nemesis, with one such as Nemesis. Honestly, I don't believe this divine being poppycock. The strength should be based on its people, not based on someone that has been blessed by the divines.
I'm not even sure that they were particularly blessed. I'm sure that they just had enough money.
Well, I'm sure you know of that far more than I do, Miss Follow.
Just kind of shake my head. I'm certainly glad that I left.
Yet you still have the armor of your paladin roots, correct?
Yes, I do.
Alibus, do you believe that you might be able to get a replacement for Miss Follow? Albus just looks at her and says, why would I want to do that to a Follow?
Is there any particular reason?
You cut out.
You cut out there.
You just said, yeah. It's like
Oh,
you're starting to say
sorry.
re, and then.
Breathe.
Are you clear now?
Yeah, you're clear now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is there any particular reason that you dislike my family, aside from the fact that my mother?
Your mother, your father, your entire family. Fellas are bad news.
While I agree with my parents, I would certainly warn you not to judge the rest of my family.
You're a fallow. The blood runs through your veins. He just continues eating. At this point, Cerberus actually stands up and is glaring at Alibus. Before he says anything, Selene just raises her hand to ask for calm. Alibus, this is going to be a direct order. Come dawn, when Nemesis awakens from, where is it that you are staying, Miss Fallow?
The Raven's Hold.
The Raven's Hold. When she awakes, she will receive a delivery, courtesy of yourself. It will be a standard issue. What is the armor that you use? I know it is part of your order, but the actual type of armor.
Chainmail.
You shall give her some standard issue chainmail given to our military units as a free gift, and you shall also implore her to bring her what will be old chainmail armor to the Grand Paladin so that he can return it to Quam. Am I clear, Alibus? Yes, miss. Good.
I thank you very much for your generosity.
As I said, I own the Plain Hunters a lot. Think of this as my way of repaying it. Or
Well,
trying
still,
to.
thank you. It's quite annoying for people to be sneering at me, not just because I'm a Thallow, but because of the Paladins.
To be fair, both the family and the Paladins don't have the best reputation among the nobles.
I can tell that they don't, just from my short time being on end so her.
What is saying hanging on a person who's a part of two things that are pretty hated? It's like,
Yeah,
and we don't like her
It
anyway.
is really bad luck.
Who
Yeah.
actually likes her then? It's like, we don't.
Nemesis.
Most of our party doesn't really like her.
Yeah, Nemesis is like the anti-Mary Sue.
Essentially.
It's like,
And why haven't we kicked her out of the party? It's like nobody likes her.
yeah.
Like, literally
lots
no
of people
one.
like Nemesis. You just have a problem with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her and Trofna are frenemies. Plus the fact that
Yep.
Elson isn't gonna really kick her out, and she
Yeah,
and
we
Evie
like each other.
were good friends until Evie kissed Shaw.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just joking. I know no one hates. I know we're not gonna grow because no one hates you that much.
Yep.
I don't
So-
particularly hate you. I just dislike you.
It's very much a frenemy relationship.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as
Hate is a
the
strong word. I just really don't like it. Yeah.
As the dinner draws to a close, there is a knock at the door which you all came in, and very quickly what appears to be a red-faced, a guard that has clearly been running, kind of runs forward and says, Lord General, he bows deeply, my extreme apologies, but I must speak to the Lord General immediately. And suddenly just kind of is a bit taken aback by someone just barging, but just goes, of course. The guard runs forward and just starts whispering into Alibus's ear.
Can we hear it, or can we try to?
Make a perception check.
I will try to hear what's going on here.
Sure, it's something. It sounds concerning, so do it as well.
Ooh.
Where's my perception?
Wow. Okay.
Big ears, they help with everything.
Okay, so because of you three doing that, I'll just say, so you hear the exchange between Alibus and the Garden goes as such.
Is it a different language? that'd be kind of great.
My lord, I bring terrible news. The grasp has taken a severe hit. What are you on about? I mean that the Horde's attack has destroyed part of the grasp. It cannot withstand another assault, otherwise it will fall. You are over-exaggerating. I'm not, my lord. I have ran here from the Skyport. I was sent here to a message that we need reinforcements. We need repairs. If another attack happens, the grasp will fall. Grand Matriarch, I am afraid I am needed elsewhere. I'm sure it is a over-exaggerated claim, but something requires my urgent attention. I shall have one of my lieutenants send the chainmail to Miss Fallow here, as I will be unable to. I thank you for the meal, but I must leave with all haste. And he walks off at a rather brisk pace alongside the guard. Well, I'm glad that what's the word that you humans use, party pooper, is gone?
Yeah.
In Dwarvish we say ball bag.
It
Ball
seemed
bag.
quite concerning, though.
What, did you overhear what he said?
It sounds like he needs a little bit of assistance,
Yes.
and that's something that we're good at.
Did he say where he needed assistance?
So
He
we're
was
not.
a guy something or other.
So we're not.
He said
we're
the
not gonna
grasp,
pretend we-
just so that you're aware.
The grasp.
Yeah, the
so we're not.
grasp.
So we're not even gonna pretend that we didn't hear him. Okay.
So Temperance is
The
drinking
grasp.
while you're saying this, and as you say the grasp, you like just... The grasp, you say? What urgent thing was there?
Can we roll a
They're
knowledge?
on their last leg, pretty much.
Roll a check. I don't need to know
Something
how the
about-
grasp is.
A horde.
I'm just going to look at her like,
So the ones whose
Okay.
characters were born in Ansor, you guys do know what the grasp is. The ones that weren't, you do not know what the grasp is.
Where is Answer? Where's Answer?
Ansor is the continent that you guys are on.
do we at least know what the general idea of?
For those that weren't born on the continent, you can make an intelligence check to try and remember. But because I know for a fact that Nemesis and Trofnar both were born in Ansor, they know it. So I'll just say
Yeah.
for this one. So,
I just did a check. I don't know. I haven't determined where I.
so the two of
I'll
them.
just start the check.
So Trofnar and Nemesis, you both heard the same tales about the grasp. It was always the same thing. Picture the city that you live in, Underrook or Jurahan. Imagine if all the citizens were military personnel. Imagine the buildings had a military purpose. And imagine the walls bristling with cannons, ballista, and all manner of other weapons. The grasp, you know, is the large fortress that protects the rest of the kingdom of Jurahan from the Gilmesh hordes.
And we know what the Gilmesh hordes are, right?
Yes, the Gilmesh hordes are basically beastmen in the south, separated by a large mountain range and blockaded by the grasp. They are mostly a nomadic tribe who a day doesn't go by when a new town comes up and is raised, to the point where the cartographers, even those going through an airship, no longer bother to put down what towns and cities they see, because the next time they search through, the town is no longer there. But they've always been seen as a rather primitive tribe. all they do is they go around the various resources, fight, kill, split, join, merge. They're essentially anarchy incarnate. But from what you overheard, it sounds like this horde has finally been able to crack the impenetrable fortress.
Are they
Sounds
orcs?
like bad news.
What orcs were they were again?
They're beastmen.
Yep.
Beastmen, okay.
So,
Yep, just various different ones.
Selena as well is also looking rather conservatively, along with Mongery. Tiberius is kind of deep in thought. So, the grasp is due to fall, is that right?
That's what we overheard.
He stands up quickly. My lady, I must summon forth the other paladins and inform them of this news. Wherever or not it is a confirmed one or not. If the grasp has taken a hit to warrant a report, then there's a very good chance that it may fall. And if it does, then only the gods will be able to stop the horde from pouring through. I need to make sure that all preparations are in place and military are mobilized. I will send an urgent message to Jurhan to warn them of this and ask them to mobilize post-haste. Selene just like waves him off as he salutes once more and runs out of the room. Selene's now deep in thought with this. Not since the grasp was first built has it ever fallen. The hordes were never strong enough, so what has given them this strength now?
Can I look to the group?
Is there? There's a reason. Do we have a reason why we think that'd be true? I don't know of anything.
Well, I mean, all we're going off of is what we just heard.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Is
Go ahead.
is there a reason that the horde seems so interested in the grasp?
The grasp is the one thing stopping them from getting through to Jurhan. If the grasp falls, then they will be able to ransack anything and everything. We can't compare against their numbers. We have always won our battles through strategic positioning and superior firepower. That is why the grasp exists, as a monument to that. The horde break through the pass and get to the open fields. Then we will find ourselves in the midst of an invasion.
I see then. Is there anything that we could do to assist you?
This is not something that a group of plane hunters will be able to accomplish. This will be solved through normal war methods. Through manpower, through weapons, through our war machines. I just hope that the grasp can be fortified enough before another attack. If the grasp can at least buy some time, then we'll have time to prepare. But for now, we should consider ourselves at war with the Gilmesh hordes. And that's where we're going to end it for this session.
Jeez.